Ooh.
Homie, don't play that.
No, beyond that, he was trying to do like acrobatics up like a
Yeah, on
the
killing
and
zombies.
Dave was
on the
like, "You
thing.
chuck the whole ass rope." You.
You remember when you kept throwing your bow?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with my bow. You're gonna throw your bow. Oh shit!
Throw your bow.
Oh shit!
You gotta watch your linguistics.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was fun. I like how in the same episode you got like donkey kicked off the cliff.
Oh my
That was
god,
pretty
yes!
good. It felt like revenge, but also not.
I have to mark that one. I don't even remember which one that was.
Reference back to that one particular episode.
I'm checking the numbers. Maybe I have it written down somehow.
I have secret notes that I'm not allowed to look at while we play.
I think it's number 24. For
Yep.
everyone that cares.
Throwback.
They bring it
In
up a
case
lot.
you-
My big note just says Shell donkey kicked Arvistan off with a bunch of smiley faces.
In case anyone missed that episode, if you want to see Shell kick him off a cliff.
Oh god, yeah.
Y'all like
What
that?
other-
We talk about it a lot.
It's a big
Remember
deal.
when we were dealing with the zombies, and I was like, "Hey, look at this trick," and trying to like make acrobatic move, jumping the little fence over.
Yep. And then Criv trying to copy you, like, oh, no.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh man,
It's so good.
that's
So
a dark
good.
episode. All things considered.
I'm like, okay, you guys in there? When the zombies were trying to like break through the door. Are you guys okay in there? Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna continue going forward. Oh man, that was crazy.
Throwbacks. Gonna be honest, I don't remember what happened in episode 1.
Doesn't matter
Episode
anymore.
1. Yeah,
Episode
I was.
1 gets confuddled with practice episode in my head.
It sure does.
Oh, okay. You see, I
They're
remember.
the same thing, I guess.
I remember episode 1, me tripping and falling, and because I was telling the guy that his food sucked at the tavern, and then Robbie was like, "Are you okay, lady?" I'm like, "Please help."
Oh my god! I never paid that woman back.
Yeah, I
You
know.
never did. Never,
You
ever did.
It's gonna
that's
come back
to
and bite
haunt.
you in the ass.
Dave, this is our reunion episode. We're just gonna do a clip show.
Figure out how to do that. I don't know how that works. Good luck.
Dave's editing in episodes.
Just often we recall what we think we did.
Yeah.
Scour through
So-
like 300 hours of games so far.
So you gotta make a small video with each character that when we say I remember, and then you play the video and
God.
cover it up and like
I already
make a
know what
small
they're gonna say.
animation of it.
I know what they're going to say every time. All the stuff that they're going to reminisce about. Pop it up.
Just have episode 24 like on click.
Oh, man.
Inevitably bring it up once every 2 weeks.
That's pretty often.
That is really often.
We talk too often for that to be.
Eventually, like at some point, these last 30 episodes are going to be the ones that you start referencing and reminiscing about too.
Oh man.
In a bad way.
Unless we burn all our fun times real early. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about like past being in the desert.
Oh God, no.
Because the desert became serious business.
The
Yeah,
desert
the
was
desert got fucked
traumatic.
up.
People died.
The desert was Hazarte.
The desert was messed up.
It was not my fault.
Didn't you do a thunder wave or something and the whole thing collapsed and then you found the bugs?
Oh, that was my fault. But I knew it was gonna happen. It's not like I didn't see the consequences.
You didn't see it until like after the episode was over and then you were like, shit.
We're dead. We didn't die though.
Yeah.
Still alive so far for episode number 59.
Ooh.
Whoop,
That's
whoop.
this one. It's called Cellia, the Glowing Village. Last time, you all exited Quetzalcoatl's temple and found out that you were not in the same place that you were when you entered it. The temple has been moved. And when you came out, it was dark. And Gideon was confused and everyone else was confused. Kriv was confused and upset and going through a range of emotions and eventually just sat down, I think, to deal with that after the building fell on top of them. For the rest of you, you did a little bit of exploration in that dark area of the jungle. Eventually found a glowing mushroom. I think Hazarte touched it. And, Arvistan touched it. Did they both touch it?
No. I did the touching, sir.
I got the glowing thing on me.
Oh,
yeah, you got moss on you.
Yeah.
Hazarte touched the glowing mushroom. It caused a great variety of different fungus and mosses to start to glow all around with this sort of bioluminescence underneath this thick canopy. Gideon told you that you were already in the blanket jungle. Arvistan rubbed moss on his hands for we don't know why. And then Gideon told everyone that since you had been moved from where you were before, he didn't know exactly what direction that you were supposed to go in anymore to reach the destination that you were aiming for. That caused Ravi to climb a tree, poke himself up above the canopy, and get a sort of general idea of where you're supposed to be. The other strategy was for Arvistan to have Luna smell something and have that be used to tell you where to go. Luna indeed smelled two different things, and Arvistan said, take us to whatever it is you smell. And they went! They did that! He didn't even know what it was. And Hazarte went with them, and Shell also. And as they went off in that direction, Ravi then descended from the tree to find that half of the party had split off and gone somewhere else. And then talked to Gideon. Gideon did a lot of math, a lot of trajectory. He did some cartography. It took him a minute to kind of triangulate where your position is and what direction you need to head in to get to where you're going. Eventually, he was successful in doing so, and that is when the entire group split in two, was attacked by sort of twisted, mutated lizard people who had elongated limbs and stretched snouts and pulled skin that was pulled so tight in some areas that it was broken and exposing the muscle and sinew beneath. It was a hard-fought battle. Some of our people had it a little bit more difficult than others. I know that Arvistan and Luna were on the verge of death more often than not. But in the end of it, you were all successful. You slew all of those lizard creatures. And when you took a chance to inspect them, you found that at some point they might have been sort of like reptilian omni, like people. But they had been twisted and morphed in some way. And their bones had grown unexpectedly and quickly and ruptured their own skin and organs. And eventually, you were able to find, after turning one of them over, that they had a tiny pair of butterfly wings growing out of their back. And then I think it was Arvistan doing surgery, a little minor autopsy, trying to uncover the source of the butterfly wings. He cut off a piece of the flesh on their back, exposed their spine, and found that the butterfly wings went right into the spinal column of the creature, and they were attached to a tiny maggot, which made everybody nervous for some reason. And that's where we'll pick up now. Of course, Gideon has no... you've given like a basic explanation of the problems that are going on in Kyrenia to him. But he doesn't really have any familiarity with this. You kind of told the story, but he doesn't really know about this whole maggot thing. And to be honest, none of you really do. Because this is not what happened before. Or maybe it was what was going to happen before and just didn't have time to. It's almost impossible to say. But this revelation seemed to have shocked everyone at the end of the last episode, and now we can deal with that aftermath. So Gideon and Ravi have piled the bodies to burn them. I think our resident pyro is Kriv.
Yep. I
Our-
think that's exactly where we left it. We just burned them.
Like,
Our good old pyromancer.
Best way, I mean, if anybody has fire spells, produce flame. It's kind of scorching rays there also, but we're not going to burn spell slots on burning a bunch of dead bodies.
We have more spells that specify that they do set stuff on fire than not, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, Kriv hits the pile with some cantrips. Take your pick. We got Firebolt in there, Produce Flame, a couple different options. You've probably got to, incorporate some fuel to help the burning. Just setting bodies on fire, they might just go out. So they get some like dried fungus, some dried dead leaves that have fallen from those high up trees. Big leaves, like bigger than your head, piled up to sort of keep that fire going. And it lights up, Fire is fire. Even if you're in a dark jungle, it still lights up really bright. What would the rest of you like to do?
I would probably be on guard, seeing as how we just attacked, and I would be like circling around the group slowly and just kind of looking out into the darkness with my sword of light.
Okay, you got your little flashlight type pendant thing shining out.
I'm gonna cook my lizard skull.
Oh, are you going to use this bonfire of
God.
bodies to do that, or are you going to do
Yeah.
that? Okay, separate. You're going to do it right there.
All right.
Cook your lizard
It
skull.
already smells like.
Yeah, there was no way around that. Now, is your strategy the same as you did with the hobgoblin skull, and then with that Omni, that monkey Batman?
Yeah.
Where you kind of
Monkey
you
Batman.
have a special pot that's just for boiling heads.
Heads. Yeah.
You fill it up with water, which if you can't find any readily, somebody has a spell that can easily get you some water if you need it. And start boiling the flesh off of this weird lizardy head.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put the head, the top part of the head, against the pot. Try and blacken a specific part of it.
The head itself is stretched out in kind of a disgusting way, so it doesn't all fit in the pot. So you can put it in you put the base of the skull, the back of the skull, down into the water, and the edge of the snout is still poking out of the water a little bit. So you're gonna have to boil that half. It's really more 70 to 80% of the skull, and then turn it around and dip it in the other way. Like when you boil spaghetti, it's just too long for the pot.
Yeah.
Some people break it in half. You don't have to. Just let it boil for a little bit, and then you can just push the rest in. It'll get soft, and you can bend it. It's fine.
As I see this, I just approach her and so how should I taste? Why you need so many skulls for?
You don't think this one looks cool?
I mean, yes, there's no denying it, but don't you have enough already, though?
Did you just imply that 2 is enough?
I mean, I guess. I mean, how often do you use them, though? That's what I'm trying to say.
What? How often do I use them?
Yeah. Like, do you have like a specific spirit for each skull or
Look
something
at the
like that?
picture.
They're my magic.
I know they're your magic, but is it one not enough?
No. No.
Are you like gonna make a dress full of skulls, like dangling a giant vest of just skull dangling or
You know,
something like
as
that?
fascinating as that sounds, are not optimal to make clothing out of. Also, I have very nice clothing, so let's not.
Okay, just wondering, like just wondering how many more you're gonna get. It's a little bit scary, not gonna lie.
Scary. Why?
Yeah, because you already wanted my skull as well. You told me once.
Yeah, so that I could talk to you again in the future.
I mean, can you not do it with just any other skulls, though?
I can't summon you with any skull, no.
Well, my answer's still no.
Yeah,
Just in case, just for the future.
if you die,
It's a no.
you know, it depends on if I get my way.
uh, no.
But it's good because it just means that I'd be able to summon you and we could still be friends even after you're dead.
We're friends? Oh my god.
Ew, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, shh. I turn it around like, I'm her friend.
Oh my god.
Who do you tell, Luna? Happy to hear it. She wags her tail.
Yes, it's just like.
Okay.
Wow.
Boiling a skull is going to take a little bit of time because we got to do it in 2 parts. It's going to take twice as long.
I think if I do one part of it, I can kind of like wedge a knife underneath the rest and just kind of like try and like knock off most of the excess debris, I guess.
Okay. And you could always just boil the rest off later
Speed it up.
if you need to.
Wait around.
What I will tell you is that as you're boiling it and the flesh starts to kind of like, soften up and expand and like slough off of the skull itself, you'll find that in the skull, just behind the eye sockets where the eyeballs were on this lizard creature, that another set of eye sockets was being formed.
Oh, no!
You couldn't see it with the skull, but it had all the skin and everything on it because there wasn't another pair of eyes there. But it's just like a little, it's kind of starting to shape itself into the skull.
Riv,
Yeah,
it's normal?
I don't think so.
What kind of animals have 2 sets of eyes?
Does it do some animals regrow them like a shark? With its teeth, not with eyes.
I was about to say, I've never heard of a shark with
Sure.
double eyes.
You've never heard of a shark underwater?
Of a shark with double eyes, like 2 sets of eyes. That's not a thing.
No, sharks have infinity teeth.
Yes, I do know that. I'm from the Kraken pools, remember?
I'm so sorry.
What do
Only
you-
heard of these mythical sharks.
Is there any like features to the eyes? Like, do they look like bug eyes or like goat eyes or?
The second set of eyes isn't there.
Ah,
It's just the sockets to hold the eyes.
Ah.
Oh,
Ew.
it's the socket.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Huh.
I need it, Arviston.
I mean, yes, I can see this is unique. I'll give you that one. But yeah,
Who I
this
can
is
summon with it.
scary.
There's nothing else in there, right?
There's no like maggots floating around in the
I was about to say the same thing. Is there any maggots in there?
I actually don't even know what to ask. I just.
It would take an investigation check. I mean, it's like a floating soup of like flesh now.
Well,
I start
Arviston,
gagging. I start gagging. I'm like,
you are the like certified soup tester.
nope. I'm out. I turn around and start
There's
walking
no
away.
hair. Like if you have a problem with hair, there's none of that.
No, it's just a skull from a thing that we
Hair
just kill. Like, nope. I
Scales
just
and
turn
that.
it. Yeah.
And you think of like a lizard will shed its skin, like as it's boiling and the heat is going, that like upper layer of skin sort of like coils back across and it's going.
Can
Ooh.
I make? No, never mind. Forget about it. No, I'm good.
Investigate. Come on.
I was about to say, like, can I like investigate the skin of these reptiles and see like if it has mutated as well or something? It was like a bark or something that you told us
If you
last
want.
session. All right, I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
that.
poke around in the soup.
No, not on the soup. On the oh well, yeah, it has to be on the soup because the body's already burning.
Yep.
No, that's a 5. Never mind.
Well, I want to investigate anyway.
Armstead gets too nauseated as he approaches the pot with the boiling head in it that we've spent some time working on here.
I want to look at the soup.
I think Gideon is doing the Ravi thing right now and sort of keeping an eye around the perimeter.
While everybody just poke at this skull, like
He probably stuck around for a little bit, and as soon as Hazarte was like taking somebody's head off, he was like, "I'm not doing. I can't be part of this."
It's all three of us, like.
Hey, Robbie helped take the head off.
He did.
Yes. He had a sword, but he just had to summon the spiritual one. Be a badass about it.
I mean, the sword was already out. It's not like I'd put it away, take it out again. It was just there.
Okay, all right, okay. So I rolled a 15, so I got 17.
All right, and this is investigating the skin that's floating in the boiling pot, looking to see if that has been changed in any way.
I personally would like to just mix around in the soup and see if I see weird stuff.
Okay. I would say with that investigation check, other than seeing that second set of eye sockets, you've had a little bit of experience with head soup at this point. Not a ton, but more than most people have. And it's not all that different. You haven't boiled a reptilian head like this. So you're more accustomed to that like hair floating around and like getting mixed in with everything, and that's not happening here. We're getting the scales. It's closer to your own head than some of the other heads have been.
Fun.
So that's not like the coolest thing about this right now. But you don't think that there's anything about it that is, particularly outside of it's a strange thing, right? It's weird to boil somebody's newly severed head next to their burning corpse. But yeah, I mean, as weird as that is, this is like a mundane boiling head.
Okay, all right.
Did we figure out if these like reptiles were able to like actually talk before they were transforming what they were before, like Hazarte was or something like that, or no?
They didn't say anything to you. If they could talk.
Okay.
And they're not going to say anything now.
Oh well, definitely. Unless it's they get summoned and we investigate and make them questions about what happened to them.
I mean, that's an option.
It also kind of relies on, Hazarte usually summons diviners and necromancers. So somebody who has some magical knowledge. There's a possibility that they have something like that and they didn't express to you. So you could attempt it in that fashion. But usually, Hazarte does that ritual with the skull. You get a spellcaster.
Yeah. But I can cast Speak with the Dead on a skull.
This
Is
is also true, yes.
Previous
Yeah.
by the person I'm trying to speak with, I guess. I can't summon any old spirit to the skull. But I mean, we've chatted with the hobgoblin.
Is that something you're interested in doing?
I don't know. Do you guys think that that would be worth it? That's a pretty high level spell.
I mean, it would be like a 50-50 chance on knowing if they're actually going to be able to answer or not. So it like I guess it comes up to you and if you think it's going to be helpful or not.
I mean,
Because like you say, it's a really
previous
high
scope in
spell.
this.
So, but it would be like if they're able to talk, it would be interesting on when the infection started. Because I'm guessing they were somewhat conscient whenever like they were starting to be possessed by the freaking worms and stuff like that. And as well, it gives us an idea on how long they've been infected at the same time, and it's or if it's something just recent that started. But like I said, it's a 50-50 chance on knowing if they're going to be able to talk to us or not. That's going to be the question at hand at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the original being might be left.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm concerned about that with is if this is indeed who we think it is, like, am I even summoning the old soul or am I creating like a weird connection with the judge? Because I'm not about that again.
I mean, I'm guessing would be with the old soul since it's already dead and the maggot is not controlling it. The maggot is not controlling the spirit at this point. But that's an interesting question as well.
Well, we can do that at any time if it really
Yeah.
gives us, if it really tickles our fancy one night.
Yeah. I mean, as well,
And I still have that spell slot.
watching at the DM just writing down everything we're just pondering about is just scary as well. It's like I'm gonna turn this into
But just writing stuff, nothing to do with you.
Nothing. Couldn't.
Just working on
Yeah,
something.
but
Just working on something else. Then.
yeah, but yeah, like, the thing is it's going to be able to speak to us and speak back to us or not? That's going to be the problem. Then you use up a major spell slot, and we don't know
Yeah,
how
so
far
that
we're
would be
from the
a
village.
right before we go to bed.
Yeah, that would.
A
Yeah.
fairly safe place where I know I'm gonna wake up, probably.
I turned to Gideon and asked him, like, Gideon, are these people?
He's
Are
like
these?
pushing dirt onto embers that are getting away from the fire.
Are these lizard from the village that we're trying to head towards to, or are these just completely different species or something?
I'm not from around here. I haven't been here in maybe a decade. I don't recognize them, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Are where we are heading towards to is Omni people as well, or
Yeah.
no?
Primarily, yes, it should be. Most immigrants don't really go this far after coming to Mochipa. They stay closer to the capital or the coast.
Okay. And you do not recognize at all these reptilians that attacked us.
No, they barely look like people.
Okay. By the way, how far do you think we are from the village that we're trying to get to?
By distance, it's difficult to say. Maybe 20, 25 miles.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, I guess we can all take a. At this point, can you say this is for DDM? Can you say that this is like a short rest or something like that? Or
You guys are doing stuff.
okay, fair enough.
Everybody's busy.
Alrighty. Okay.
At some point, as they were talking about whether the beings are themselves or their former selves, I would take out my cipher and see if I can spot their ghosts to see if their ghosts are of what they currently looked like, or if they looked like in battle, or if they look like something else.
Ah, all right. Robbie pulls out his ghost, his little possessed sensor, and you can see that his eyes cloud over with the ethereal plane. And he looks out. As you look at the burning pile of corpses, you will see, I think it was 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 6.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
people.
Yeah.
You will see 5 souls there. It's sort of a mix of like lizard folk and dragonborn and like Yuan-Ti snake folk. And they're just sort of, a little confused looking. And they kind of like wander around aimlessly. They don't go very far from where the bodies are. But there are 5 souls to match the 5 corpses. And they look different than the bodies do. They don't have all those weird elongated limbs and all that like twisted form. They're just kind of like people. And they just seem dumbfounded.
And they pay no mind of me, correct?
They don't see you, no.
And I know it's never worked before. I'm still gonna try it. I will call out to them. Hello.
Yeah, you'll call out to them in the time that you're looking at them. They may notice each other, but they're like newly deceased people, and they're like really unaware of how things are supposed to work. They don't look like they recognize each other. They may not even recognize that that's another person at all. It's just like movement. It's like being a newborn all over again. And just kind of trying to figure out how to be dead.
If I get up close to them, do I notice anything? Are there features so pronounced that I could tell, like, say, if somebody was wearing a pendant or something, some sort of distinguishable marking, or are they so kind of ethereal and wispy that's kind of like white smoke in the shape of a Yuan-Ti or a lizard folk?
You could make a perception check as you get closer to them and look at them. They do have a sort of a wispiness to them, but it can coalesce. Like looking through water that's got a ripple on the surface. You can kind of focus sometimes if it's clear enough and see the bed below.
18.
They have some distinguishing features. We're talking about like clothing or trinkets or jewelry. You could see that they are wearing stuff like that. Not stuff that you're familiar with. I mean, it's their personal clothing items, but they definitely have stuff on.
Does any of it look like symbols or iconography? Not just like a necklace, but say it's a lizard shape or something to that effect.
Um, some of them are just like basic jewelry, like beads and stuff, like stones, that they really haven't done much to in order to make it, like more ornamental. They just take it as it was and use it that way. One symbol that you will see that you may potentially recognize is a symbol for Tenegrael, the goddess of darkness. But not something that would indicate that this is like a cleric or a priestess or whatever of that goddess. Just kind of it might not even be somebody who knows about it. Just maybe they thought it looked good, but it's close enough to that symbol that you think that that's probably what it is.
Right on. I will. While in the ethereal plane, I hope you all find your way to the afterlife. Uh, whether it's Freyr or Schneigrill, I hope you make your way. And then I will drop the cipher.
Everybody hears Ravi talk. It sounds like he's talking to no one. He just talks out to the bodies.
I get close to him like, um, Robbie, did you hit your head really hard, or are you okay? You're talking to the air.
I was talking to the ghosts.
Ghost?
There
What
are
ghost?
ghosts here?
What ghost? Where?
There are spirits here. Uh, the spirits of the fallen, and I will motion to the bodies burned.
Oh, did they say anything to you?
No, when I look through the sensor, I can often see things that have passed, but I can't like communicate with them. But one of them was wearing what looked like a symbol of Tenegriel, and I'll look at Gideon. Is the goddess popular around here?
Here in the blanket jungle, there's always darkness, so there's definitely going to be some appeal to a deity that represents that.
That makes sense. I was just curious because I hadn't seen much religious iconography out in Mochip at all since I've been here.
Well, there isn't very much. We're not so concerned with gods, although I don't know how much that's prevalent in Karenia either.
Oh, it isn't. It was just like we obviously have buildings, large buildings dedicated to them, and a whole section of the city that is largely just religious buildings. So I was curious as I was wandering out here to see such things. That's all.
I think they're more of a personal attachment. People sort of use the gods and goddesses for their own individual fulfillment. But we heard the news about when they found Freyr, and we understand that I don't know the right way to talk about it in front
Uh,
of you.
You're not going to offend me. Growing up in a city, there was a fair share of uh, anti-religious zealots, and in light of everything else, it's a not an unreasonable stance.
And of course, you're welcome to do as you please, but we are aware that they aren't real.
I do have a question about your Empress, though, who also surrounds herself in darkness. Does she do it for religious reasons, or because she just sees in the dark and likes it?
I don't know why she decorates her place the way she does. Some people keep the curtains drawn more often than not. Um, I think she may originally have been from somewhere around here. Maybe it reminds her more of home.
Okay, just curious. And I will turn to Hazarte. I actually think, barring upon me seeing their forms of their old selves, if you were to speak with that at some point, uh, you might get their old self, not their new self.
So the spirits weren't twisted, I guess.
That is correct. They were normal Yanti and Dragonborn and Lizard folk.
Okay. Um, it's still daytime, right? Has it been that long?
It doesn't matter here.
When would you say you're planning on us sleeping for the night? Yes.
I should think when we grow tired.
All right. Well, perhaps we could attempt to talk to one of them before we go to sleep.
I will say they looked awfully confused, but that could also just because they're newly dead. Uh, Obviously, there's a lot about these creatures we don't know. Like, do they forget what's going on if once they're infected, or what? But just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but if we can get any information, it might give us a better fighting chance to deal with what's going on locally.
I don't disagree with you.
All right. Well, we've got a plan. I have a lizard friend.
Do we need to? I'll just like turn to Gideon. Do we? If we tried to pass this warning on to someone here, would anyone take that seriously? If one of these guys sent a message to someone we met as a warning, because this looks pretty bad, dangerous.
If you wanted to warn someone, I'm certain they'd be receptive. If you told the Empress what we've seen here, she'd probably take it seriously. At least I would hope so. But what she'd be able to do at this very moment would be limited. Most of the more powerful warriors live here in the blanket jungle.
Well, we might have to recruit some of these powerful warriors if they're not already being recruited, I guess.
I think we should move quickly.
I have no objections.
Fair enough.
Gideon will walk over to the smoldering corpses. They're just sort of cooking with it like coal, radiating light and heat. He just kind of takes a big paw and smacks the pile down, and he stamps down these hot coals because he doesn't want to burn the jungle down. Gideon knows only you can prevent jungle fires. He's very keen to do it. And then he'll turn tail and start to try to lead you all in the direction he's going to go in. He'll say, "I'll need some help. Who among you is good at keeping course?"
I've been the best so far, but I don't necessarily know if I should be.
We need to keep going in a straight line, but we might have to swerve a bit.
Arviston, wouldn't you be able to keep course?
I can try.
I hope so.
Okay. Arvestad, could you make a survival check for us?
Alright, here we go.
I got too much faith in the ranger.
That's the thing I'm good at. I didn't know which check that is.
Survival
can
check.
survive.
Okay.
I survive.
That's a 15 plus 4, 19.
That's pretty good. Gideon's going to start heading off in a direction. He's going to keep as straight as possible. He's counting on you, Arvestad, to help correct him if he starts drifting off in some way. Just basic geographical changes can easily get someone veering off course down here, especially when they can't see the sun or the stars to help guide them. So you'll see a couple of times, he'll start to go around a tree, and then he'll think he's getting back on the straight line, but he's gone a couple degrees off. And at this distance, that can make a huge difference and make you totally miss where you're trying to get to. So you keep gently correcting him. And outside of the horrific monsters that you just fought is really a beautiful place. We've had that description of all these glowing mushrooms. They get really big too. See, some of these mushrooms will stand maybe like 15, 20 feet tall. And they've got like a glow underneath them that kind of lights up this little area like a street lamp where they're growing at. And there's all these little insects just sort of flitting around. And they have various degrees of producing light with fire or sparks. So the forest is always alive and kind of almost warm in a way. Just seeing that sort of gentle glow. And warm in also a very real way of it's really hot. This fungus is growing because this sort of like dense, humid, dark, dank jungle area. And without any access to air movement or openings to the air, to the sky above you to help let out some of this sort of stagnant stink. Because what you have to remember also is that while they do look pretty, that is all fungus. And they don't call it fungus because it smells real good. That's a stinky sounding word. So you kind of have to deal with that the whole time that you're moving along. So while traveling, armor for Ravi's probably not the best idea. Keep that stowed up in case you need it. The hood, Arvestan, probably not going to help you very much. It's doing more harm than good. Everyone's going to get a nice coating of sweat. Especially in the pits, but everywhere that you've got kind of like crevices. You don't have like baby powder or anything like that to help keep you mobile. So you're going to get kind of like athlete's foot, that like burning sensation when you get two pieces of your body that are all sweaty and they're like rubbing against each other too often. It gets kind of like a mild rash. It's just an unpleasant way to travel.
So fun chafing.
Yay!
And you'll do that for a long time. You can't really tell how long because the sun doesn't go down, or it does, but you can't see it. You don't know what's happening out there. So you've got the same ambient twilight glow around you at all times. And you just go for, it could be maybe 3 hours. It could have been 10. It could have been a day and a half. It's kind of hard to tell. And it doesn't look all that different as you move.
How do people not go mad in this place?
Well, they don't try to move around this much. Usually they just pick a spot and stay there.
I need a shower.
Well, I'll see if I can find one for you.
So, how long How much longer do you think we're gonna be heading this way?
Armstead, what are you eating?
Some jerky that I had before.
Could you not do
when I
that while
sleep.
you're speaking, please?
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's my fault. I'm agitated. I thought we'd be there by now.
So if you thought that we would be there by now, does that mean that we're lost, or we just have more ways to go?
I'm not sure.
I don't like this place.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan either. It's pretty, but I don't know where I'm going, and it's awful.
I can do hot. Can't do this wet, disgusting.
Oh
It's
yeah.
awful.
Doesn't it remind you guys a little bit to the Enchanted Forest?
No!
I would 10 out of 10 pick the Enchanted Forest over this place.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What are you even talking about? At least
I'd rather be there. Yeah.
liquid.
I don't suppose you have like a locate direction spell, do you, Kriv?
No, I can look around as like a bird, but I don't know if there would be any sort of landmarks to look for that would be helpful.
Well, I mean, if you get above the canopy, we could do the same thing we did last time with try to spot the mountains.
Is there anything else besides the mountains we could look for, Gideon?
Not from above.
From a different direction?
The thing we're looking for is below the canopy. We'd have to see it from down here.
Well,
I guess any signs to look for? Would there be like a path anywhere? Or is it just this all the way up until suddenly there's a village?
It should be this way.
we could use the dog again.
I mean, yeah, we can, but will it actually guide us to where we want to, though?
It'll
I'm-
guide us to something that isn't this.
Oh no, it'll almost certainly be more of this. Just something in
No.
this.
Just water, a food, anything.
Uh,
Something that isn't.
I can make water, if that helps.
Is that what I mean? I mean, an elsewhere location, a river.
I would love to have a little bit of water.
I'm getting
pretty
too
thirsty.
fussy.
Fussy is the exact word.
So, do you recommend we just keep going then, or rest for the night?
Let's mark our direction. And then I'm going to sleep.
Alrighty, let's do that. I'll take first watch.
How do we mark our direction?
Robbie seems to have drawn an arrow in the ground.
Okay.
Yes.
I would make one in the tree too, just in case.
Does it look like there's any sort of like divot in the ground, like a hole, or like an area we could fill with water?
There would be sort of, I guess, like holes or divots near the roots of the trees. Massive trees, they have big roots, and they sort of change the ground around them where they're growing. So if you get next to a tree, it's going to kind of slope down to where the big roots are sticking out.
Think we could fill that with water? to where it won't just sink into the ground? I just want to stick my face in liquid.
You've got a bucket with a head,
Yeah.
like a pot.
Yeah, it's kind of a smelly pot. Robbie, can you just dump water on me?
You got it. Bang!
Thanks.
And I will create water. It's like a bunch of gallons of water just over the top of her.
Thanks, this is better.
It all kind of crashes on you at once.
Who's sleeping?
I'm taking first watch.
Gideon's already kicking himself. You can see he's coiled up. He's facing away from everyone.
I will take first watch too. I will place my mace inside of my arrow, so that is also pointing in the direction we need to be going.
Okay.
Guys, do you want to call the lizard guy?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Yep.
If you have a sending spell, you might want to send it to the Empress, though.
Let's see.
That is not a bad idea.
Frick. Nope. I lied. I got nothing.
Oops.
I got.
We had to get into a fight recently.
Yeah, I mean, I got 1/3 left, but I was thinking maybe trying to contact Cellia back in the city, let her know what's going on. Or if you think it's more prudent to contact the Empress, we can do that.
I think we can contact the Empress when we know a little bit more about what's going on. I don't think she's going to have that much. I mean, there's no landmark she could direct us from. She wouldn't know where we are to help us in this situation. And as far as we know, the only thing we've seen is like mutated people, but we don't have any more information than that. So I don't think it would be too prudent to speak with her.
Okay.
Yeah, as well, Gideon told us that, I mean, there's not much that she would be able to do since this is where the strongest champions are coming from. So
Let's talk to Ziella. Just give her an update on what's going on. Make sure that crazy shit isn't happening over there, I guess.
Yeah, I'll try to end it with, how are things. So I will send a sending to Cellia.
Okay.
Good news. Empress has agreed to help upon us completing an errand. Bad news, bugs are here too. How are things there?
Okay.
Nice.
Cellia will respond to you. Not great. Time is of the essence. Anders has fallen. We need those troops now. Hurry up.
Well, guys, it sounds like things aren't going too great. Sounds like they're pretty much getting their butts kicked. Anders has fallen, and Zella's looking for the troops now. So.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, we're going as fast as we're able to. And especially in a place where we have no clue what's happening or no whatsoever.
I mean, I don't think she was calling us like useless pieces of shit.
That
She wants us to hurry.
I agree. I did not get the sense that she was being antagonistic towards us. It's just that the situation's getting desperate over there, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, apparently it's going to get desperate here. All right, I'm going to bed.
All right. Sleepy time. Let's do a perception check for Arvistan, who is watching stuff.
I'm blind as a bat.
Oh, sweet. Arvistan, you are preoccupied with a centipede that is crawling on a nearby tree. It's sort of lit up like everything else in this forest is. It leaves like a little scorched trail where it's gone. So it's got like this little kind of like twisty mark on the tree as it's been walking along. Yeah.
At least I can see it.
You've just kind of been watching that as it goes over and around on this tree. It like disappears into a hole for a little bit, and you wait. You just watch and wait for it to come back out.
Wow.
And it doesn't. And that's your time.
Aw.
And it doesn't.
Okay. Is somebody else doing a watch, or we're just going to leave our stand to take care of it?
Robbie said that.
Yeah, I was on first with him.
Did you want to make a perception check?
I
You
would.
also watch the centipede.
Not much better. I might notice the twig next to the centipede. That's an 11.
With an 11, you're pretty tired. You're looking around. You're not getting as distracted as Arvistan does, just because you kind of get used to this stuff as you look around at it. But you're distracted enough by the heat and the annoyance of the day and the stuff that's going on, the novelty of everything, that you don't really watch for danger the way that you normally would. So you just kind of like, rather than keeping an eye out for something that could be happening nearby or someone that might be approaching, you're just kind of staying awake with Arvistan. And you don't say much. He's very preoccupied.
Now, I'd probably like look at him annoyed that he's paying attention to the centipede, not being on watch, and then being so annoyed, I'm also forgetting that I am also not actually watching anything.
Yep.
That's fair.
Who do you wake up for the next watch?
I would probably wake up Gideon, because that gives our other spellcasters the full consecutive 8 hours.
He awakens with a start. You like touch him and he sort of like jerks himself awake. And he relaxes immediately once he realizes where he is and what's going on. He'll say, "Thank you, Ravi. I'll take care of things from here."
Just make sure in 4-ish hours you wake up our other two, and we'll be good.
He gets up. He does a big stretch. If anyone's ever seen a cat or a dog do a big stretch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He opens his huge mouth wide. He lets out kind of a rumbling yawn. And then he sets himself up to do his own watch. And then I guess he'll wake up the third people. I won't tell you what happens during his. He's not here. You don't know what he does. He's a different person from you.
Yeah.
Maddie said he cleans himself.
Anytime you're not looking, he's doing that. He's got to get it done. He'll wake up both Hazarte and Kriv. Ravi told him to wake both of you up, so he wakes both of you up.
Yep.
He says, "We're going to let Ravi rest for a little bit longer, but it's your turn to keep lookout."
Yeah. You going back to sleep?
I'm just going to relax, I think. Try to consider our next move.
Maybe de-stress. You kind of freaked out earlier.
I don't know if I should say.
What?
I'm a little agitated. There's a special tea blend that they have in Mazout that I got a little comfortable there and used to have it in the mornings. Developed a bit of a routine with it. Just kind of brightened me up when I would wake up. Haven't had it this whole time, and it's really not something that I should be complaining about. It's definitely a luxury that we couldn't afford. But in the interest of sharing honest feelings, I miss it.
Is that something we could locate?
It's local. Well, we'd have to go back there. I'll have it again. There's no need to be concerned. It's not really to brew it properly. We don't have the time or the equipment.
Everyone's got their habits, and frankly, sleeping in those hotels, I just about cried in happiness. So
Got great hotels there.
having your own room, having a bed, that's a luxury that we hadn't really had in months.
That we might not get again anytime soon.
I'm just saying, if you're going to complain, I think I want to.
I don't mean to complain. It's not a big deal.
There's benefits to complaining. Complaining is fun. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't feel bad.
It's out of character for me. I'm not accustomed to it.
We're not in the military. We're just regular people. Sort of. We're a little screwed up now. But we were regular, I guess. Just don't feel bad about showing, I guess, that you're just regular, like everyone else. You don't need to be this, big person that has it together all the time.
At least not here.
We're pretty helpful and accommodating, so.
All right, I'm going to focus. And he'll kind of he looks almost like he's going back to sleep. He doesn't kind of relax as much as he did when he was sleeping before. But he does. He's on all fours, sort of upright. And he sort of just rests his chin on his forepaws. As the two of you keep watch. Now, Kriv and Hazarte, you are fully rested at this point. Because you've had your 8 hours already.
Woohoo!
So you've got all your spell slots back, if you want them. I'd like you both to make perception checks. You are watching.
Can you just choose to not get your spell slots back?
I don't know why you would, but I would say yeah. If you don't want them. What happened?
Well, a 9.
Hazarte is boiling the rest of the skull and pretty focused on getting that taken care of.
Most
Sorry, I rolled a 10. Well, 4. It's 10.
Kriv is backseat boiling. Hazarte is trying to get that last bit of flesh off. Crib's saying like, oh, the heat's too high. You've got to pull that down just a little bit, because if you do that and if you try to lift it that way, you're really going to pull something in your lower back. What you got to do
Crib,
is get your posture right.
Crib, I have boiled more than one skull.
Yeah, you think you'd be better at it by now.
Do you think? So, question on the fly, Crib. Do you ever just look at Gideon and think he's just really adorable? Like he's just curled up over there. I don't know. Something about it.
Well, I will say, especially because he's awake and can probably hear us, that adorable might be a little demeaning, but it is endearing.
You don't like being called adorable?
We're not talking about me.
I don't know if I would refer to you as adorable, actually.
I don't know why we're even discussing it.
You got that. You're really rugged looking.
I don't have toe beans.
Yeah. He's like a big stuffed animal.
With like a 7-foot long sword.
That's the cool part.
As he's laying over there trying to think really hard, he's got his eyes closed and everything. And for Gideon, it helps him to think. He like sticks his tongue out a little bit.
Oh my god!
The very front, he's just got like a little bit of his tongue sticking out the front of his mouth.
It's just a little blip.
Just a tiny bit.
Oh.
Crib!
Oh, it's adorable.
You just can't not. I can't focus.
I can see why everyone just loves him.
Like a big fluffy hero. Oh, I think my skull's done.
It's nice. I mean, to finish it off, it's going to need to bleach in the sun for a little bit, but it should be okay until you can get that done.
I'm gonna say that's I don't think I have any sun available for a while.
That's pretty gnarly looking, though. I mean, with all that skin off.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. It's not like a lizard person's skull. It's just weird in like weird little ways.
Well, I love it, and it's my current favorite now.
All right, that'll end your watch.
Can I, when she's finishing whatever that is, we're not talking anymore, I wanted to take like a few minutes to just like listen to the like natural noises, the animals and stuff, to kind of, I guess, get an idea of what it is, so that way, in theory, if can keep an ear out for if like suddenly you don't hear birds anymore or that weird.
There are no birds here,
Okay.
so you already got that kind of nailed down in your mind. You hear a lot of insect noises, like the beating of little insect wings, kind of like humming and buzzing. So there's kind of like an ambient, like just hum down here. Without the bird sounds, you don't really hear running water.
Yeah.
But yeah, the glow almost feels like it makes a sound. It doesn't really, but it like gives you that impression.
Like one of those.
like like a Star Trek when how the ship just like always makes a noise the whole time.
The technology hum.
Kind of sounds like that.
Cool.
Okay. Everyone will be rested up, hopefully a little more chipper Once they're done, in the quote-unquote morning, we don't know what time it is necessarily. Ravi's arrow is marking the direction that you were heading in. As Gideon gets back to his feet, he feels a lot more confident that you were doing the right thing and just getting frustrated that it was taking a long time. 20 miles is a long distance in a covered jungle on
And-
foot.
Yeah.
Jungle's not Arvistan's favorite terrain, right? He don't like it.
So it's
No,
like-
Coast
At least he's not.
coast
At
and
least he's not
mountains.
crispy, like the desert. Desert Arvistan.
All right. So you'll head out with renewed vigor. At least Gideon's feeling better. I don't know how the rest of you are feeling. Maybe you're still frustrated because it's still hot and sticky and stinky everywhere underneath this thick canopy. Arvistan, can you make another survival check to keep us on course?
$16.
Okay. As you travel forward, I'll have everyone do quick perception.
17.
Oh, 18.
Whoa.
26.
26?
Damn!
Oh!
Because of that 20.
Aye!
Chris
18.
Bros X-ray vision.
I got an 18.
I actually
Damn.
with dark vision today. That's what happened.
Kriv can smell movement.
You're both off. You don't see or smell anything. Kriv will notice a long time before anyone else. You hear something. A fight. There's a battle going on.
Mm.
Clashing of weapons and the low roars of Omni people.
Gideon, I think we're getting close.
What makes you say that?
You can, when it's quiet, you can hear fighting, and
Where?
I point.
You point and Gideon sprints away from the group.
Oh. Don't get us lost. Okay.
We don't know if it's good.
We might be going way off path. Ravi, can you like mark shit?
Yeah, I will make an arrow in the ground and try to like put a stick if I find it on the ground, like in there as well. Make an arrow also out of sticks quickly.
Just a lot of arrows, all pointing one way.
I don't know where our starting point was.
Can I try really hard to remember
Back.
which direction he's going?
That Gideon's going?
Yeah.
It's going in the direction that you just pointed. It's the direction that you're hearing sound from, and you can still hear that.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done making my arrows, I would then head off in the direction of the fighting.
Woo, let's follow Catman.
Yes, do you all follow him? It sounds like Hazarte and Ravi are ready to follow this guy. Now, they didn't get as messed up as Arvstan did. Are you wanting to go where there's a fight going on? He's thinking. Maybe not as fast as everybody else.
Over this shit.
Yeah, let's go. Like, yeah, why not? I mean, we're all full rest, so just in case.
For now. Yes.
For now, exactly.
And Kriv, I'm assuming you're going with everyone also.
Yep.
All right. You will all head through the brush. You're following Ravi, who is following Gideon. Through the brush isn't necessarily accurate. There isn't any underbrush here. There are no ferns or little plants growing. They don't have any sun to grow from. So you weave in between fallen trees and large fungal growths. The jungle gets a little more kempt, I guess would be the right word. A lot of the leaves seem to have been struck away as you get further and further in this direction. And then you'll start to see like stairs almost. Sort of like logs placed into the trunks of the trees that sort of spiral upwards on these massive trunks. You look up and around and you'll see that there are a variety of oddly crafted buildings. Some of them are carved right into the trees. Some of them are made out of glowing mushrooms. And you can see a large number of them are actually up among the branches. So there's sort of a verticality to this. There's some stuff on the ground. And as you're charging forward, you can hear Gideon roar about 100 feet away.
Like a good one? Or like an angry one?
It's not like a happy one.
Aw. Okay. I'm gonna go look for Gideon.
You'll head around one massive tree trunk and you'll see it's not just Gideon. There are dozens of Omnifolk battling, even more dozens of weird. It almost looks like they're just battling more Omni, but there's messed up stuff about them. You'll see like large, sort of like big cat people that have these weird looking kind of like almost vestigial extra limbs coming out of their torsos. Sometimes they're just like look like just extra mutated pieces coming out of their backs. You'll see some of them have multiple eyes. Some of them, their teeth have fallen out. And they just have like little claws coming out of the side of their face. Their jaws might be split open a little bit. Not in any way that is useful at this point. Just kind of broken. Some of them have weapons. Some of them still have some of their clothes. But for the most part, they're very similar to the lizard people that you fought earlier that were all kind of messed up. And you'll see that they're battling against some sort of impressive looking fighters. Gideon is really the largest like intelligent person that you've met, essentially. He's like this big wolf lion man who just on all fours is standing taller than most people that you know that stand on two legs. But he seems to be almost in company as you look around at some of the other Omni here. You see just kind of massive, like rhinoceros type folks battling against these monsters. Some of them are like big bear type people. And you'll see that Gideon is trying to aid. I guess you'd call him a mix between like. Is anyone familiar with the Indian giant squirrel? It's a really big squirrel. That it's like multiple colors. It's like red and purple and like crazy looking. If you mix that with like a tiger. So it's just this massive like cat squirrel. He's got these long pointed ears. And he's got a big bushy tail hanging off on the back of him. And he and Gideon are facing off against these kind of big, kind of like spider-like bear monsters.
No boy.
And they're back to back. And as you see them in concert with one another, locked in battle with these two big creatures, other Omni around you fall to the assailants. They're taken out by some of these monsters. And the monsters, after they slay these people, turn and look at the rest of you. And will need to roll initiative.
Of course.
7.
24.
That's pretty different.
Yeah, I got a natural 20.
9.
Ooh.
Fancy.
We're twins at the end again, Ravi.
Hell yeah. I'm always the first to get there, the last to act.
Right? You're slow. All that armor. It's hot.
True. Actually, now that I think about it, I hadn't been wearing my armor because it was so hot. So,
Oh no!
I'm legit gonna be meat shielding this bad boy.
Oh,
boy.
better. Have you been just dragging it around?
So-
though?
So if you don't have your armor on, how much armor do you have?
11.
No!
All right.
Oh no!
Well, you're not last.
Gideon.
Let's see. I've got to roll for this new guy, too.
He's at the end for us fools.
Oh. Damn. You're definitely not last.
Nice. The other soldiers suck.
What did Kriv get on initiative?
15.
Okay, that's not bad. And I need just one more for the dumb bird.
First act, right?
Well, she has advantage on initiative. That's right.
She really
Always the first act.
That damn bird.
But not first to act.
Yay!
But not last, like some of you other folks might wind up being. First to act is going to be Arbstan with the crit and the huge dex bonus. Okay, so here's kind of the field of what you're looking at here. We're on the outskirts of this village. At this point, it looks like most of the Omni are trying to prevent the monsters from entering the village. So you're sort of at the edge of it. You can see these buildings off to the side. Gideon and this other Omni person are fighting off against these two big bear spider things. You and your companions are about to be attacked by one that looks sort of similar to those that Gideon is fighting right now, and two other kind of smaller, like little hairy bug-like monsters. They're wielding pitchfork-looking things.
Are they? Not them. Are we all like grouped up right now?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. I'm going to cast Barskin on Robbie and step 10 yards back.
10 yards, you mean 10 feet, yes?
10 feet, sorry. Yes.
You could do 10 yards too, but that would be 30 feet. It would be quite a bit farther.
Yeah, no. 10 feet behind them.
Okay. That's going to put Ravi at 16 armor class right now. I think.
Do I still get the pluses to my shield? Or pluses with my shield?
I was just thinking that. I want to double check Barkskin. Because I think it says if your armor class is lower than 16, it makes it 16.
Yes.
Can't be less than 16.
No.
So
That's a
yeah,
maximum of 16.
that's where you wind up. So it gets you
All
up
right.
to 14, and then your shield gets you the rest of the way.
That works.
That's my turn. And the 3 that are attacking us,
Right.
are they together? They're spread out.
They're a little spread out, yeah. So you've got one coming like off to the left. They're all sort of in the direction that you're facing, right? Because the battles, you're approaching that from one side. So sort of off to the left, about 60 feet away, is one of these littler ones with this like pitchfork trident looking thing. It's like a loris almost, if you're familiar with that. It's like a little primate with
Yeah, okay.
big old eyes and a pitchfork. And you can see that the other 2 are off to the right. One of them is like 50 feet away, and one of them is 30 feet away. So that big, like spidery thing is like 50 feet off, and about 30 feet from you is another sort of like a monkey-like, bug-like guy.
Okay, I'm going to have Luna attack the one that's by itself to the
Off
right
to the
side.
right. Okay.
Yes.
Feel free.
That'll be 18 plus 6. That'll be 24 to hit. And DC
Whoa,
of
whoa,
13.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Huh? What?
I didn't tell you that hit yet. It did.
Like, okay, wait.
So don't just assume that a 24
It's a 24.
hits.
It's a 24.
Don't just run
I mean-
with that like you think you know what's going on.
No, I said 24 to hit and a DC of 13 to be able to and see if it's knocked prone or not.
That'll knock it over.
Yes, sweet. So did we establish a hit?
It does hit, yeah.
Okay.
24 hits. We're not at the point where 24 doesn't hit yet.
Oh my god, I don't want to get to that point. All right. So it's 2d4s. That's 1, and that's 2. 2d4 plus 6. That's 2 and 3. That's 5 plus 6. That's 11.
It's actually 5.
Oh.
And it gets knocked
Oh.
prone.
Oh, so it's reduced damage. Okay. So it's knocked prone, and with Luna's rest of her moves,
Got 10 feet left.
I'll move her back
Okay.
10 feet
10
back
feet
to the group.
backwards. All right.
Yeah. That'll be it.
It's Big Bear Spider's turn. There are 3 of them. 2 of them are fighting Gideon and the other Omni Warrior, and one of them is coming after the rest of you. So that one fighting Gideon is going to attack him 3 times.
I don't like those attacks.
Okay, so good news is one of them's going to miss flat out. The second one is going to hit. Right, that hits Gideon. Yes. So that is going to deal a considerable amount of damage. 12 damage to Gideon. And the third attack is a critical hit. Which will do 36 points of damage to Gideon.
Sheesh.
Then the other one attacks Gideon's friend, his little ally over there. That's going to be 3 hits. No crits. And let's just see, it's going to be quite a bit of damage here. altogether, that's 43 points of damage to that guy. And then one comes for the rest of you. He's 50 feet away, doesn't have enough movement to reach all of you just yet. It's going to travel 30 feet. That's its full amount of movement. And then it's going to cast darkness on itself and the surrounding area, which consumes it and the little bug monkey that Luna just knocked over, and Luna in magical darkness. And then it's Criv's turn.
Oh boy. How many did you say there were of the ones who don't like us?
Of the what?
The bad guys, the ones that don't like us.
All together, it's going to be 5. At least that are attacking you and the people that you know. Now, there are dozens more fighting other people beyond that. 2 of them you can't see right now. They're in magical darkness. You can see where that darkness is.
I had a plan I was working on, and then you throw out the darkness thing right before my turn.
You can still see one of them 60 feet away.
I'm just gonna go with my plan that doesn't involve that at all because
Okay.
I can't think that fast right now. And I have popcorn in my throat. I want to do conjure animals, but it's not going to be a bunch of them this time, just a few.
Okay. We're conjuring some stuff. I love it.
4 swarms of beetles, but like cool glowy ones that we've seen.
The little fiery beetles? Okay.
Yeah. I want more of them.
Swarms of beetles. I have to find that in my book. See how intimidating they are. Swarm of insects. Okay. What do you want them to do? Now, how far away can you summon them? Do they have to be like right on top of where you are, or can you have them show up somewhere else?
Within 60 feet.
Okay, so where do you want them to appear?
I guess just over by the one I actually can see.
Okay, so all 4 swarms just sort of appear around this guy over there, 60 feet away.
Can I split it, or is it all in the same place?
You could, within 60 feet, you could put all 4 of those in different spots if you want, or you can put them all in one.
Yeah, no, I'll just put them all over there. I don't need to overthink this.
All right. Kriv casts the Conjure Animal spell. It's sort of like almost from nothing. It's like from the spirit realm come these little fiery beetles. You see them pop up one at a time, and then they just all sort of like start to glow and coalesce together. You can't even see that guy anymore. He gets stuck in a glowing cloud. Each one of them is just like a little Bic lighter. All right. Conjure animals. Let me check it and make sure everything is working well. Roll initiative for them.
Yeah. I don't know what you add, but I rolled a 2.
You add a 1.
So 3.
They got a 3. Okay, so it's going to be a minute for them, but they are going to be able to act this round.
That's true.
All right, that's 4 of those. Do you have a command for them? Because if you don't tell them what to do, they just do whatever they feel like.
Well, I want to say essentially target the ones that are fighting to target the mutated ones. I don't know how to phrase that.
Fight the bad guys, right? They know who you are. They know who your friends are.
I don't know if you're gonna do genie magic at me, where if I don't say the right word, they're gonna eat all of us.
It's
But
we're not going to do that. This is your spell, and they are aware of that. They're magical entities. Like they're not real beetles. You know, they're not. They don't have autonomy beyond being a spell. So you tell them to, attack. They've swarmed around a target. So if you want to just tell them to attack that thing right now,
yeah,
that'll be the first thing you can do. And then on another turn, if you want to tell them to do something else, they can switch over and do that instead. All right. Anything else from Kriv? Are you happy with your current position? You can move around if you'd like. I stand backed up.
um, can you kind of see, except for the darkness area, like kind of see around what's happening, or is there a bunch of like buildings, trees, mushrooms in the way?
um, you can see some of the battle occurring beyond Gideon, and that it's kind of like a fierce fight happening between all of these different. And you could see that there are people who are dead already, and that there's some of those monsters are already slain and their corpses are laying out on the ground. It's like a battlefield, a huge fight going on over there. You could see that big dome of darkness. You can't really see beyond that, but you could still see Gideon in the fight that he's in right now. And you could still see all of your glowing little beetles attacking that thing over there.
Can I move just? I assume Gideon's like full sprinted. I like not all the way up to Gideon, but I guess closer to the fighting.
How far do you want to go? Got 30 feet to work with.
I guess 15.
15? Okay, just get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
That's fine. He'll still be about 60 feet away from you at that point, but that's far enough for a lot of spells, so you're at least close enough that if he needs an extra push, you can throw something over there. That's fine. Guess who's next? Bird. So Gideon's about 75 feet away. Shell's got 50 feet of movement. There's darkness. Shell's probably going to go help the beetles. That's 60 feet away. Shell's going to move in that direction. She's not going to dash, but she's going to use all of her movement to go towards that monster. And then end her turn there. Ravi will be next.
Can I kind of skirt around the magical darkness and get within 30 feet of Gideon and his friend?
Gideon and his friend are about 75 feet away from you right now.
Oh, okay. So they're far, far away.
They were the furthest out.
Okay. Are there any other allies around, like, that I could be within 30 feet of?
That are fighting right now?
Yep.
If you don't want to go into the darkness, you can get to the edge of the darkness. Luna is in it right now. And you know that there are 2 enemies also inside of it.
I am going to, instead of... Fuck. I'll go ahead and move 30 feet towards Gideon,
Okay.
and I will cast an Aura of Vitality, which then next turn, if I get within 30 feet of Gideon or his friend, will allow me to heal them with the spell.
Okay. So we got Aura Vitality getting ready to go. You kind of got to go around the edge of this darkness to not get stuck in it as you're moving forward.
And point of clarification, let me take a look here. It does not. Do I have to be able to see the creature to heal it?
For Aura Vitality?
Yeah, it says healing energy radiates from you in an area of a 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points.
If it doesn't say that you need to see him, you don't need to see him.
Alright, and then I will go ahead and use that on Luna.
Luna hasn't been hurt yet.
I don't think in character I know that. I just know that she was enveloped in darkness.
All right, 2d6. How much is she going to get?
15.
15. That's pretty good. So Luna will heal for 15 hit points that she doesn't need yet, but we're going to find out real soon if she will. Hazarte will be next.
I would like to move close enough to the one that is attacking Gideon and cast Dissonant Whispers. That is a fair distance.
How far out do you need to be for Dissonant Whispers? Just to be sure, I bet it's pretty far.
That one is
60 feet? Easy peasy.
I think it was 60. I was trying to pull it up.
Yep. You just got to go stand next to Kriv.
Good enough. Was a...
And then it's got to make a wisdom saving throw. How wise are these guys? Not super. Let's see how it does here. That's going to be a failure.
All right. There I go, not saying the level again, so I'm base level, I guess.
That's the trick. That's the secret. That's the paladin magic. When you use a divine smite, you can pick to do it after you hit.
Bam. 8.
8. That's a lot.
I'm gonna throw Bardic Inspiration at Gideon too.
Okay. Anything else from Hazarte?
Nope.
Okay. It's Gideon's turn. Now these guys hit hard. They get to find out that they can get hit hard too. First things first, Gideon uses a bonus action to get a second wind and recover 20 hit points for himself. Puts him at 115 right now. Then he's got 3 swings with his great sword. He's going to cut into this nasty guy. Oh, that one of those is a straight up miss. He totally whiffed it. The other 2 he's going to hit. He's got more than half of his hit points. So he's going to be able to roll 8d6. And then add 10 onto that. So that's good for him. Well, that could have been better, buddy. He does 32 points of damage to it. And he stays up there. And he'll yell back to the rest of you, "They pack a punch! Don't get too close."
And that's why I went back 10 feet.
Okay. After Gideon, it's the little guys. All right, who are we going for? That's an interesting option. I'm going to check on a spell real quick. See how well it would do against a wolf. Okay. That's interesting. I love it. It's not looking good for Luna right now.
No, come on.
Just want to check if this guy's willing to hurt somebody else to do his dirty work.
Is it going to
Ooh.
charm person or something like that?
It's going to cast a spell within the confines of the darkness. So nobody sees this and nobody knows what's happening, but Luna has to feel the effects of it. That will not happen until Luna's turn. All right. The other one stabs bugs. There's a swarm of beetles around it, and it's going to try to stab them. Makes 2 attacks here. First one is going to hit bugs. The second one is not going to hit bugs. So, one of those swarms is going to take 9 points of piercing damage. Let's see. They are resistant to that type of damage, so it gets cut in half down to 4. Which leaves it with 18 hit points. Then it's those bugs' turn. Now, Kriv, you told it to attack this guy?
Yeah,
All of them?
yeah.
All right. Do you want to roll these, or do you want me to roll them? I want you to roll them. 4 attack rolls.
Okay. I should have picked out bug dice. Wait, I have tiny dice.
Use the tiny little ones.
There we go. 4 attacks.
Yep. It's +3 on each of them.
We got an 18. 6. 8. And a nat 20.
All right. Roll 44 for that 18.
That's so many d4s.
Give me that 16, right? Let's get it.
No.
No?
3, 7. I don't know why this dice is confusing me. I don't know which number's on top. What does this mean?
It's the one that's not the other one. There's only 4.
This dice doesn't make sense.
Is it the one? Sometimes a D4, you have to check the number on the bottom.
Okay. Well, then that one's a 1, so that would be 8.
8?
8 total.
Okay, that's going to get cut in half down to 4. Now I'd like you to roll 4d4 again. This is for the crit. We're going to double that. Here's where we want that 16, baby. Come on.
Okay, so we have 4, 3, and 2. So,
Okay. That's
right?
what, 13?
Yeah.
Doubled up to 26, but it does have to get cut in half again. But that's
Yeah,
going to be 13. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna take it. I gotta take it, babe.
Wait!
You can't make me sad about it.
Wait a second. They're magic.
Yeah, they are.
They've been magic this whole time. None of that gets cut in half.
Yep. Whoa! Even better.
All right.
If they're magic, does that mean the one that Luna beat doesn't cut in half the damage that she did?
Luna's not magic.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. Magic attack. Never mind. Okay, gotcha.
Magic bugs.
Yeah.
Little magic firebugs. Roasted him. All right. It's Squirrel Tiger guy's turn. I think he can do this. I want to check and make sure. Don't want to make him too crazy. He's going to use his bonus action and ignite his... He's got a glaive. He's going to light it on fire on the end. And then he's going to use that to attack the big spider thing that's attacking him. He makes 3 attacks just like Gideon does. He is going to hit twice. He doesn't do as much damage as Gideon does, but his stuff gets to be on fire. So that makes him do a little bit more. So that's 21 slashing damage and 15 fire damage for a total of 36 as he roasts the guy that's attacking him. Okay. At the end of the round, another Omni Warrior falls, and another one of those little monkey bug guys notices your fight. And you've drawn his attention. He'll come at his earliest opportunity to join his allies and try to take the rest of you out. It's Harvestan's turn next.
What I have on my site right now?
There's a big cloud of darkness, like a big sphere. Can't really see what's going on in there. Ravi's very close to that. He's moving forward. He's trying to go and catch up, get close to where Gideon is. You can see that Hazarte and Kriv have also moved forward. Hazarte has cast a spell on the people fighting Gideon. Kriv has summoned a bunch of beetles. They are attacking another guy off to your left. Shell looks like she's also about to attack that guy. Luna's gone. Disappeared in darkness.
I'm gonna hit the big guy.
Which
with,
big guy?
The one that was with the little one. The two that were on the
He's in the
Right,
dark right now. Are you sure you want to go for that?
Wait, he's in the dark as well?
Oh yeah.
Like all three of them are in the dark?
Yes. He's the one that created the darkness.
Oh. Shit, okay. Which one can I see at the moment? None?
You can see the one that the swarm of fiery beetles is attacking, and you can see those two that are fighting Gideon and the other Omni guy. There's also,
Okay.
just past them, another smaller one that has taken an interest in your fight.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit the one with the swarm of beetles.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that a sharpshooter.
All right. You better hit.
I better hit.
Better get
So
him.
sharpshooter is a +4. Okay. So that's a 14 plus 4.
That,
18.
that's a hit.
Sweet. So that'll be D8 plus 4, and that 10. D8. That's a 9 plus 4. That'll be 13. That'll be 23.
All right. We got that down to 11.
11. And another sharpshooter to the same guy.
Try to get him again.
That's a 9 plus 4. That'll be 13 to hit.
Won't get him.
Okay.
It's too many bugs. You get distracted. He's covered in like these little fiery beetles.
That'll be my turn.
Luna, at the start of her turn, needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. Luna shot. Okay, her Constitution is +2. Okay. Okay. I use Grog dice. Yeah, so you know.
What
That's a
did you
natural
get?
20.
Ah,
That's a natural 20 plus 2. That'll be 22.
okay. You will save. So, take half damage. Which means Luna is going to take 8 points of poison damage.
8 points. Okay. And that's at the beginning of her turn.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. Luna. I'm gonna call Luna back. So literally, Luna is gonna retreat and get out of that dark blanket that she's in.
Okay. Yeah, and she was not right next to somebody, so there's not any
No.
opportunity attack on her as she
Nope.
goes. Okay.
I'm just gonna pull her out.
She's coughing as she erupts from the darkness.
She's coughing.
Yes.
So that means she might be
People
poisoned.
cough sometimes. It happens.
Okay.
They cast COVID on her and she got it.
No. Yeah, she's just how far did she have to move to get out
You
of
got
that
that.
blanket?
Out
that
of that, not very far.
Not very far.
Yeah, like 20 feet to get out of the darkness.
And she's what? A 40 feet speed. Okay. How far is she from me?
Let's see. You sent her forward. She went
And I
30
went-
feet. She came back 10. You went back 10. She was 30 feet away from you. She moved towards you. She can get right to you.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna pull her back with me.
Just stand next to you for now.
Yes, for now.
Okay. We're going to go to the big, many-limbed monsters. They're fighting Gideon and his friend. There's also one clothed in magical darkness right now. We're going to attack Gideon 3 times. Where are these guys? I got them over here. Always so many guys. I don't know why I keep making so many guys in all these fights. Because it's fun, that's why.
Couldn't imagine why.
Because I want to kill everybody. Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Gideon's going to get hit twice. That's pretty high damage. He takes 39 points of damage.
Whoa.
Jeez.
He's down to 48 hit points. The other one attacks the other Omni guy 3 times.
I hear those dice. Those are those wicked, enchanted golden dice.
He gets hit once. He's going to take 21. And then Ravi's going to get attacked from inside the darkness. 3 big claws come swiping out at him. Ravi's got a 16 armor class right now.
That's correct.
He's going to get hit twice. He wouldn't have got hit at all if he had his armor on.
That does not surprise me. That's good armor.
I rolled really high on damage for Ravi. Ravi takes 38 points of damage. Puts him at 23 hit points.
So if he's been dragging his armor around, can he put it on?
Takes him a long time.
It takes 10 minutes.
Oh, much too long.
His bark skin is like in the shape of his armor right now, we'll say. So it looks like he's wearing it. It's just all bark. Then it'll be Crib's turn. That thing stays in the dark as it strikes out at you, Ravi. You're kind of close to that ring right now.
What a
Uh, I feel like I don't know. I'm not picturing this probably correct. Is the area of darkness like still kind of in front of Kriv, or
Kind of like off to the side. It depends. Like if you turn and face it, it's in front of you, obviously. But if you're facing towards Gideon, like trying to keep an eye line with him, it's like off to your right.
I don't know why. Decision making is hard. I will cast daylight on where that darkness is, assuming that's within 60 feet.
Okay.
Just a point within range, not one I can see.
Daylight.
This one doesn't make it so that you're easy to attack. This one's just bright.
Okay. So you just pick a spot.
Yeah, spot that's in the darkness there.
That dispels the darkness.
Boom.
Makes it brightness. And as the darkness disappears, you could see this big spidery bear-like creature standing very close to where Ravi is, attacking him with many limbs. You could see this other smaller thing with the little trident has cast a spell. Kriv, you could quick make an Arcana check if you want to try to identify what kind of spell this is.
I would love to.
It's,
Five.
it's some kind of weird, gross fog.
Ooh.
And it's moving.
Ooh. I like that.
do you want to do? You've done the darkness, dispelled. Use your daylight and got rid of it. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is the fog like moving towards where Kriv is, or far way off somewhere?
Kind of in your direction. Close enough that if you stay where you are, it'll eventually get to you.
Can I step out of that range?
You can move away, yeah. You'd have to get closer to Gideon if you wanted to really get away from it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Closer to Gideon.
So Kriv moves up just a bit more. Use your movement to get out of the way of this big fog. It's sort of a sickly yellow-green color to it. And that'll be Kriv's turn. Shell will be next. We're going to attack a Bugman. We're going to jump him. 2 attacks. Let's use this big die for Shell. First one's a hit. For 4 points of damage. That gets cut in half to 2. Second one, also a hit. That is for 11 points of damage. It gets cut in half to 5. She's going to keep fighting that guy. It'll be Ravi's turn next.
So with my action, I'm going to disengage from the monster. I will then move 30 feet closer to Gideon, putting me within range of Gideon and his friend. And I'm going to use the Aura of Vitality to heal his friend for 14 points of health, and I will heal for 5 points of health.
Okay. He's looking better. We're doing okay so far. Anything else from Ravi?
Nope, that's everything.
All right. Hazarte is next. So Kriv ran away from you.
Yeah.
There's like a weird fog coming at you.
Kriv ran away. So I would probably also try to evade in some kind of way.
That's fair. You just go with Kriv.
Sure, let's do that. And then the creature that Gideon is facing, is it looking like pretty haggard?
They're trading blows, and they're sort of like equally matched almost. They're getting hurt. They're hurting each other about as much in equal fashion.
Okay, I want to cast Phantasmal Killer on that one.
All right.
That's a level 4.
All these spells. Everybody's doing everything.
Whoa! It's 120 feet.
I want to see what kind
And it's a wisdom save.
Make a saving throw here. Oh! Crit on it.
That's too bad. I don't think it works if you save, actually.
Yeah, he saved on it, and I guess nothing happens then.
Yeah. That's not one of the ones that are like, yeah, but something still hurts.
No. Damn.
Right? Boo.
That's a great 4th level spell. You just kind of saved on. That sucks.
It's all good.
Oh, what else do you want to do? How's your
Nothing.
All right, sweet.
Super fun bonus spells like everyone else.
Gideon. The dice went rolling away. Come back to me. You're the good one. Gideon's going to attack 3 times. Try to cut up the spider thing. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He only hit once.
A spell save goes up as
Wait.
like
He has a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
How big is that die?
I think it's a D8.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Ah, it didn't help. Wait a second. What's his bonus on that?
Does spell save go up as
That helped him.
like the higher the spell is cast, or no?
Yeah, it costs a higher spell slot if you cast it at a higher level.
Yeah, but like, does the spell save? It has to be higher
No.
if you cast it.
Your
It's
spell
just
save
one.
DC is based like on your level
Okay,
and on your
gotcha.
ability scores.
Gotcha. Okay.
2 attacks from Gideon. He's gonna roll 4d6. Thank you, Hazarte.
Woo.
Oh. 10 and 10 makes 20.
Oh, come on, Gideon.
20 damage. Do better than that. Okay. Then the little guys go. So, this guy's getting swarmed by bugs. He's going to attack bugs. What else can you do? Get these bugs off of me. Try at least. Definitely going to miss with one, but we'll hit with the other. 10 points of damage gets cut in half to 5. Leaves that swarm with 13 hit points. Still more than half what it normally has. The other one... going to attack Ravi. 2 little pokes. Oh, boy. That's 2 misses.
Nice.
Let's go.
See, you don't need armor.
I got you, bro. I got you.
And what is now considered the third one will fly forward and attack Gideon. I say fly, it just kind of comes forward. Fly in the rush sense.
Question: if I cast Barkskin again on somebody else, does it go away from Robbie?
Is
Is it a single person?
Is it? I'm going to check real quick.
Yes, it's concentration.
Then yes.
Okay, gotcha. I was just wondering about that.
That's what concentration is.
2 misses on Gideon. They're not doing great. The cloud creeps forward 10 feet.
Towards who?
It was towards where Kriv and Hazarte were. They are not there
Alrighty.
anymore, but it is still heading in the direction of Arbstan and Luna.
Well, shit. What's the radius of it?
It is 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet across.
Okay.
Coming for you. They'll get through there eventually. But not yet. Next, it's Beatles' turn. We've got a lot. I don't know how many are in each swarm.
A lot.
At least 40.
I have no idea, but I'm just gonna say it's a bunch of them.
All right. Are they going to keep attacking that one monster guy?
Yeah,
You didn't tell them to do anything else yet, so that's what they're going to keep doing.
that's fine.
Go ahead and roll. 4 attacks. It's +3 on each one.
19, 17, 16, 9.
All right, that's 1 hit.
1?
1 hit. So you can roll 4d4 for some damage.
But they were so good.
The big guy, you said it was spider combined with wolf, or wolf combined with spider, or something like that?
I say spider, I mean... You just kind of get that impression. It's like the size of a bear.
Okay.
11.
Okay. 11 damage to that punk. He takes it all because they're little magic beetles. The guy fighting with Gideon has a glaive that's on fire right now. He's going to make 3 attacks on the guy that he's fighting. He is going to hit twice. He's going to do 18 points of slashing damage, and then the fire is going to do another 10 for a total of 28. It's looking like Gideon and the other Omni person will win as long as nothing else crazy happens to them. But they might be close. We're back up to Arvistan. You'll see that one of the monsters in the battle beyond you dies. Killed by an Omni warrior.
Alrighty. As I see the okay, so you said 20 radius, 40 feet as a whole, right?
Yeah. Coming for you.
Okay. I'm going to attack the that little guy that casted the fog. That I'm guessing he was the one that casted the fog.
He
With
is attacking Ravi right now, yes.
Okay. I am going to use sharpshooter on him.
Okay. Because he's already been bitten too. Luna bit him.
Yeah. And that'll be 11 plus 4, that'll be 15.
Will not hit him.
Oh. Okay, second shot. Sharpshooter again.
Trying.
And that's a natural 20 to hit.
Whoa!
That'll be 24. I wish that was damage instead of hitting, but
Hey, it's a
I'll take it.
sharpshooter. You got
Yeah,
him.
I'll take it. Alright. No.
No,
I'll
not
use
that
this
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use this one. That'll be a 14 plus... Oh, what am I talking about? I'm a dumbass.
Did you just roll a
8.
d20?
Yeah, I did.
Look at this guy.
So that'll
Cheating.
be a d8 plus 4. That'll be 7 and 17 overall.
Okay, that gets cut right in half down to 8.
Okay. If it's moving towards me, I kind of want to move around it, but diagonally moving backwards, so like strafing backwards and around. You know what I mean?
Farther back?
Yeah, like a little bit to the back and try to like circle around the fog. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
You'll move far enough back that, like, at the speed that it's going, it won't get you this turn. And you'll move far enough to the side that you think if you do that again, you'll probably be okay.
Okay. For Luna to get to everybody, she has to like run through the fog, right?
She'll have to, I mean, yeah.
Okay, Luna's
She
coming
can
with
get
me.
to the other one that has all the beetles without going through the fog.
Oh, okay, then I'll attack that one.
Go for it. Bite it up.
Let's bite it out. That's a miss. Never mind.
Never mind. Forget it. She didn't care.
Yep.
Didn't want to
She's
bite
like,
him anyway.
I'm still coughing, so this is annoying.
It's like a wheezy cough.
Yeah. And that'll be it.
Okay. Big guys start cutting up our big cat friends. Oh! Okay, Gideon's going to get hit 3 times. which I don't think has happened to him just yet. I need to get more dice to do all the damage.
You don't
Okay.
got.
What happened?
You don't gotta.
It has to be done.
Well, you know, you can just do something else, you know?
It's 47 points of damage to Gideon.
Goddamn!
He can't take that again. He won't make it. Other spider goes for the other Omni guy. That is going to be 2 hits. And you guys know when they take them down, they're coming for you. Keep in mind. Keep in mind. Might want to help. I don't know.
I'm trying.
There's 34 points of damage to that guy. And then... So Ravi got healed for 5 before?
Sure did.
He's at 28 right now?
Show is.
Who thinks we can take that down?
No.
I mean, I believe in you.
3 swipes from this guy right now.
No. No.
All right. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened just now.
Hit critted on how many?
1 is a 14. It's a miss. The second one, a 14, also misses. And then we got the critical at the end.
I knew it!
So can 1 critical do it?
No. No! We can't let anybody die in this battle.
13, 5 makes 18 times 2 is 36. Ravi's down.
Ooh.
Down but not dead. Yep.
Aura Vitality. Lost.
Indeed.
Kriv is next.
Oh, cool.
There's only 2 people attacking Ravi right now. He can take them. There's 2 attacking Gideon. There's 1 attacking the other guy with Gideon. You've got another one that's being swarmed by animals.
Can I, before I can forget, use my druid brain to tell 2 of the swarms to go fight the ones being mean to Robbie?
Sure, they can do that.
Because you said 2 were still there when he went down, right?
There was one of those big spider bear things that just took Ravi down. And then there's one of the smaller ones, the one that made the big cloud.
Oh, I just realized I don't even know how my cool idea works to know if that's if that's a thing. Okay. Are those 2 like lined up? Like, are they by each other?
They're pretty close to one another, yeah.
Can I breathe lightning at them?
Breathe lightning at them?
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can. You gotta take a couple steps over that way to really catch them both, but
I haven't done that in a while.
yeah, bust it out. Let's see it happen. That's a dex save for them, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, let's try it. Oh, you're not gonna like this. They both totally are gonna save on that.
Okay.
But they still take half damage.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This card is the first spell thing I wrote out, not knowing what information I would need because I hadn't played D&D yet. Okay. It says level 6 to 10 is 3d6.
All right. So they saved on that. I'm going to warn you that also both of these creature types have resistance to lightning damage.
Well, I already said I was doing it, Dave.
They're taking half. You wouldn't know until right now, where you find out. So they take half damage because they saved on the deck save, and they take half of that again because they're resistant to it.
Okay, so that's 6 down to 3.
You got a 12 on the die, right? 3d6,
What?
you got 12?
No, 6.
You got 6? Okay, so they saved on the throw, it gets cut down to 3, and then they're resistant to lightning damage, it gets cut all the way down to 1.
This wasn't as cool as I thought it would be.
Sometimes it happens, but now we know, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
fine.
more valuable than doing a lot of damage, is learning something. So both of those take 1 damage. You did get both of them. They both take 1 point of damage.
Cool.
What else would you like to do, Kriv?
With no forethought into whether or not it's helpful long term, I will cast Healing Word on Robbie.
All right, get him.
It's gonna be like nothing.
If you get me up, that's all I need.
Yeah, you'll be awake.
Yeah, for real.
His turn is very soon, so it'll be good to have him awake.
Seven.
And boom, right like that. He's back in it. Ready to go. Classic Ravi.
Classic Ravi indeed.
He's Chumbawamba.
Do you think Ravi just like wakes up like swinging now, like just out of habit?
Almost certainly.
He's built for it. He's like, you probably don't want to be friends with Ravi when he's like in his 60s anymore, because that's like when all of this stuff is really going to come out. He's going to be like super violent with his family and stuff. Just a bad scene. Okay, is that it for Kriv?
The Dark Tales of Elderly Rob.
Yeah.
Concussions are no good, guys. Don't get them.
Look, there's some lizards.
Shell is next.
Ooh.
She's got 2 beak attacks for this little guy. First one's a miss.
Come on, Shell, eat him.
Where's that crit? Well, there's no crit, but the second one is a hit at least. And that's going to do 5 points of damage. This guy's really badly hurt. He's just getting nicked down by all these little animals. Then it's Ravi's turn.
Alright, so laying on the ground, I'm going to clutch upon my holy symbol. Please help! And I will heal myself for 23.
All right.
And I will heal Gideon for 13.
Okay. So Gideon, let's let everybody know, after all of his math has settled out, he's at 50 hit points right now.
Nice.
And because the creature's still just over top of me, he did not leave my vicinity, correct?
Oh yeah, like their MO is, they keep smashing you to make sure you're dead.
Okay. In that case, I will not move.
Okay. Do you stay laying down or do you stand up?
Does standing up provoke an attack of opportunity, or just if I move out of his threatened
You
square?
got to get out of range, so it takes half your movement to stand up. But if you stay on the ground, he gets advantage on attacks against you.
I will stand up.
Okay. Hopefully he can take the rest of this. He doesn't have all his stuff. Barkskin is Arvistan's concentration, so I think he'd still have it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hazarte is next.
Woohoo. I want to cast Shatter at level 3, but I want to hit as many bad guys as possible, and that is hard for me to visually interpret in my head right now.
That's right. I'm right here, and I got you, buddy. That's going to be 3. The most that you could possibly get are going to be the 2 that are attacking Ravi and the 1 that has been attacking Gideon.
I'm hip. Those are the exact 3 I wanted, actually.
Okay. They have to make Constitution saving throws.
Yes, sirree.
All right. So
I said level 3, right?
you did.
Sick.
The one big beefy one attacking Ravi is going to save. The other 2 are going to fail.
All right. That's good. The big guy, he can still get smacked a little.
He'll take some damage. He's still deadly to Ravi right now. But I'm telling you, looking at the hit points, the rest of your part, you guys are all looking pretty good.
Everyone.
Huzzah!
Yeah. The huge.
The huge. It's only fitting if I take more damage than the entire party combined.
14.
14. Okay. So one attacking Gideon is still alive, but he is barely hanging on there. Everybody else really gets messed on right now.
And I'm going to throw another Bardic Inspiration at Gideon.
All right, he will take it gladly. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I don't want to move. I want to hang out by Kriv. Okay.
So far, so safe, standing next to Kriv. See in a moment. Okay, Gideon is next.
A moment.
He's going to attack this one that just got shattered. First attack, critical hit.
Oh, smackaroo.
He is at less than half hit points, so he does a little bit less damage now. But it's still going to be 32 points, which kills that guy.
That'll get him.
With his remaining 2 attacks, he's going to strike at the other massive guy that the other Omni is fighting. Try to help him out. That's going to be 2 hits. Oh, he rolled really high on damage. So he does 31 points of damage to that one. And now that one is very badly hurt.
Oh, the turns have tabled.
So far, we're doing okay. This little guy that's being swarmed by bugs is going to attempt to attack the swarms that have been bugging him.
He's going to take one action to sob.
Just cry about it.
Everyone's got a bonus sob action.
We're going to hit twice. This stuff does half damage. Not a lot of damage gets cut in half, so that's 3 and 4 for a total of 7. That thing is at less than half of its hit points now, so it does half damage at this point. Still a swarm. He's swatted a bunch of magical beetles out of the sky. Then one attacks Ravi twice. That is 2 hits. It's going to come out to how much here? Not a lot, but enough. It's 12. Which brings Ravi down to 18 hit points. He's just rife to get knocked out again. Then there's one more that attacks Gideon. 2 times. Gideon will get hit twice. And he's going to take 14 points of damage. Which brings him to 36. And it brings us to the Beetles' turn. So we've got 2 swarms of beetles. One of them is less than half of its original composition. Are still attacking their original target. The other 2 head over towards the foes that are attacking Ravi. Do you want them to attack the little guy or the big one?
Does one look rougher than the other?
The little guy has been hurt more. He got shattered pretty hard.
Him.
Okay. So let's get the original target first. And roll twice, plus 3 to each roll.
7. Wait, why am I rolling d4s for that?
Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll never hit him that way.
22.
That'll get him.
That's a huge difference.
What's the second one?
16.
Okay, the 22 will hit.
Cool.
That is your smaller group. That's going to be 2d4.
3.
3. Okay, he's still kicking. Now let's get the 2 for the other one. D20s.
Yep. That's an 8. And a 19.
19 will hit, so we can roll 4d4 damage. For this thing. Was this fight too much for our team? Will they be able to handle it? Will Ravi survive for episode 60?
I certainly hope so.
It's 12.
Alright. That's magic damage. So take it. Then Gideon's friend will attack. I'm going to roll them one at a time since this guy's so low on hit points. Miss with the first swing. Miss with the second swing. Come on, buddy. There we go. Hits with the last one. He's got that fire going. Let's just see if this is enough. Yep. So those 2 big ones that our Omni friends have been fighting are both dead at this point. They just have one little guy that's pestering Gideon. Pestering is not really the right word. He's actually hurting him pretty bad. He might take him down. But they don't have the big things to deal with anymore. And they turn their attention to the rest of the group. Off in the distance in the battle, another larger monstrous Omni will slay one of the Omni warriors. And then it's Arvistan's turn. Cloud is still coming towards you.
Okay. The little guy hitting Rabbit's still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sharpshooter on him.
Get him.
I hope so.
There's a big guy attacking Ravi too. He's still looking very healthy.
Yes, but the little guy is. I got something
I'm
going
not
on
telling
here.
you what to do. I'm just telling you
know.
what's going on.
Yeah. The first one's a miss.
Okay.
Second one, ooh, that's better. 18 plus 4, that'll be 22.
That will get him, yes.
All right. D8.
You got a hit.
That'll be a 4 plus 4. That'll be 8 plus 10. That'll be 18.
Cut that right in half.
Yes.
Okay. We got to save Ravi. Very important right now. We lost you, Jason. You're saying stuff. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I forgot to push the button. I'm gonna do the same movement to go around, backwards and around, to stay away from the fog as much as I can, so
Okay.
it doesn't reach me. Luna got how much points? 8, right?
What?
She got hit for 8 points.
Yeah. Luna is with Shell and swarms of beetles right now, attacking a little guy.
Mm-hmm. How far is Luna from the big guy?
The big guy, close enough to go and get him.
It'll create an attack of opportunity, right?
Maybe. This guy's kind of preoccupied with many assailants right now.
Okay. I'll just chance it, and I'm gonna send Luna to attack the big guy.
I'm going to attack you with an attack of opportunity.
I know.
There's a lot going on, and you're the only person running away. I only get a reaction, and nobody else is running. I don't want to tell you this.
You crit.
I did.
I knew it.
I did crit on the attack on Luna.
Hey, Demi, I need you to go to Dave's apartment
Don't do
right
it.
now and take those golden dices that he has.
Can't
That's
take my
where he's
gold die.
getting
I'm the
all
golden boy.
That's where he's getting all the crits. Or Maddie, please go over there.
The best we can do is knock. The door's probably locked.
I
You
lock
can-
them out always.
You can
You afraid of us?
Yes.
you can just take down the door. Don't worry.
Well, it's too late to prevent 20 points of damage to Luna.
Yikes.
Yeah, you'll be loud and annoying knocking.
That'll put her into
Him.
what, 17?
I'll be 1,000% honest. If Maddie started knocking on the door really loud, I would leave and go get it. My instincts would be like, you can't just leave that. No.
She's scary.
That puts Luna at how many hit points?
17.
17, yeah. Alright. And to hit that big guy, that'll be 18 plus what's Luna plus?
Plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6. So that'll be 18. That'll be 24 to hit.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Luna also has pack tactics, which means if there's an ally within 5 feet, the foe that Luna is attacking, she has advantage on the attack roll. Ravi is within 5 feet of that enemy, so you can roll again. That's a hit already, so we already got that. But you might
Maybe a crit.
You might get a crit.
No, that's a 7. I'll stay with the first one.
Failed on the strength saving throw, so it's going to get knocked over.
Nice. So that'll be 2d4. 1 and 2 over here. That'll be 2 and 2. That'll be 4 plus 6. That'll be 10 damage.
All right, and he goes down. And now the 2 most injured party members are next to the most dangerous enemy. Perfect.
Wait. That was for the big guy.
Yeah.
The wolf guy? The spider?
Yeah. He's really big.
Oh! He goes down. I said like he would. I understood like goes down
over.
like it was dead. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's why I was like, wait, what? All right.
No. It's his turn.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna
Bye, Luna.
stand up. Let's attack Luna. We get 3 attacks. Let's do them one at a time. See what happens.
You're gonna hit on the first one. She's gonna go down.
Oh, she got hit on the first one.
I knew it.
Is he reading? See in the future? Let's see.
It's gonna miss the second one.
I ruined damage on the first one.
Oh,
It's 12
okay.
points of damage, so she does not go down. So far, you are not 100% accurate. She's still got 5 hit points.
Yep.
We're going to try to hit her again, though.
Second hit is gonna miss.
She's got 16 armor class.
Yes, sir.
It's a hit.
Ah, okay. And
It's not
there
what you wanted.
goes.
She's down.
Yeah, there goes my Luna. Damn it.
Third attack on Ravi. She saved Ravi.
Yeah, at least 2 hits.
Or kind of.
Uh oh.
'Cause he takes 16 points of damage, which leaves him with 2 hit points.
Oh,
Woo! It's
lordy.
better than nothing.
It's way better than nothing. I'll take it.
Oh my god.
At this point, 2 and 30 are the same thing.
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Except for if I'm at 30, I can probably survive a hit. If I'm at 2, I cannot.
Shh.
He doesn't need to know.
Crib is next. There's a lot going on. We got 4 foes in the battle still. 2 of them near Ravi, 1 of them near Gideon, and 1 of them being swarmed by bugs. You could probably leave that one to the bugs. Those beetles are making quick work of it. Can't hear you.
The 2 I had on the little guy.
Right, they're still there.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to juggle a lot of pictures in my head. um. Well.
I'll apologize to all the players I've ever DM'd for that have to deal with my theater of the mind shenanigans. It is crystal clear up here. I see like the grid all laid out. I see all these little guys doing everything exactly where all they need to be.
Are we like in this little village? Like there's various buildings and stuff.
You're just on the edge of it. You can see where all the buildings and everything are. But you're like preventing an invasion right now.
You would say flammable objects were more than 15 feet away.
Are there flammable objects within? You're in the middle of the jungle. Yes, there are.
Darn it.
It's a very wet jungle.
It's wet down here. I mean, they're flammable, but it doesn't mean they'll light on fire, depending on what you do.
Well, it would is the problem. Okay. I will do Scorching Ray at the big guy.
All 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
He's
sure.
big.
He's real big. Make 3 spell attack rolls.
I think I would know. 22? Another 22.
Oh.
Rolled 2 16s. And 23. 2 16s and a 17.
All hits.
Yay!
No misses.
That's like the second time in 2 sessions.
Getting better. The practice is happening. Here's the thing. It's got fire resistance also.
That sucks.
But that just cuts the damage in half. You're still going to do all that damage.
Yeah.
3 hits means how many die? It's 2d6 on each scorching ray.
Yes.
66.
Should I just do a big grand total for you?
It works in your favor to do it that way, so yeah.
I don't know what's easier.
If you rolled 2d6 and got a 5 and we cut that in half, it would cut down to 2. And then if you got odd numbers, it would mess you all up. So if you do them all at once, you save on, you do maybe an extra damage point.
Then I'm going to do that if you're not telling me no.
Yeah, do that. I think it's a good idea.
I was just thinking that math's hard.
That's why you play Dungeons and Dragons with real people and not a video game. In a video game, they won't let you do it.
Uh, 22.
22. We got to cut in half to 11. But that drops him below 100 hit points.
Oh boy.
Woo!
That's okay. That's a good thing. What else would you like to do, Kriv? That's just the spell for now. You got the bonos if you need them.
I mean, my only bonus is healing word, and what is it? Robbie's like real low, but
Ravi's real low. Luna is at 0.
I will. Yeah, I'll do healing word on Luna if I can
All right.
reach her 60 feet. I'm just here to prevent having to do death save rolls.
We don't want them. She's close now. How many hit points is she going to get?
All of them.
All of them?
I
The best
decided.
healing word. Level 9 healing word.
Damn.
Okay, 7.
7. The
That's
classic.
the best I could do. That's the best one.
It's better than dealing with death saving throws.
All right. Now it's time for a hero. Shell's turn is next. We're going to attack this little guy that's been attacked by beetles. She's going to hit.
I think she's gonna kill him.
You're right.
She does 2 damage with the first attack.
Shell!
She's coming again. Another hit. This one is for 5 damage, which is enough to kill that guy.
There it is.
And now,
Quite
that,
the hero.
now that she's
Guy
tasted
that's just
blood.
been frustrated by bugs for the past 5 minutes.
She eats some of them fire beetles at the same time, just in a
Chill.
frenzy. They're not real, so they don't satiate her in any way. Just kind of like naps at them.
It's really
Does
sad.
it fuel her rage so she like does rage damage?
Once she kills that guy, she like in a frenzy runs over to where Ravi and Luna are to just jump into the fray over there.
It's good.
Ravi's next. He's got 2 hit points.
I am once again going to channel my inner divinity. It still hurts! I will heal for 28, and I will heal Luna for 12.
Okay. We got Ravi up to 30. We've got Luna up to 19. Still doing okay. Anything else from Ravi?
No.
Okay. Hajarte's next. Time to be the hero.
Hero.
Shell's example.
Alright, I want to cast Shatter again. Let's do level 4, because why not? Again, just as many as I can. I just want to do bulk damage.
We're only getting 2 this time.
It's totally fine.
I'll have them both try to save. Wow! They did bad.
Oh!
Sometimes they do bad. Sometimes the gold just doesn't work right. There it comes.
Oh my god. $32.
How much?
32.
That little guy's gone.
I rolled 3 8s.
The big guy's not even that happy. Leaves you with 2 foes, but there is a whole battle going on behind them, and who knows how that's going to play out. What else might come from there?
Yup.
Anything else from Hazarte? Killed somebody.
Yes, I would like to throw Bardic Inspiration at Ravi.
He's got it. He's happy about it. All right. Gideon's getting attacked by a little guy, but he's more concerned with the health and well-being of his comrades. So he's going to run over and try to cut up the big guy. It's going to get an attack of opportunity against him, but that's going to miss. Gideon's going to swing 3 times. Oh, come on, buddy. Hits twice.
Don't forget,
He
Gideon,
does.
you also have Bardic Inspiration.
He forgot. He's going to do it. He hits 3 times.
Woo!
Okay. He's going to do 41 points of damage to the big thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's looking pretty rough right now. Then it's the little guy's turn. He's going to stay on Gideon, attack him twice. He'll hit him once. And that's going to do 10 points of damage to Gideon, leaving him with 26 hit points. The little bugs are next. The beetles.
They're gonna bite stuff.
You've got 4 swarms. One of them is a little bit smaller than the others. 2 of them are next to this big guy that's been attacking Ravi. The other 2 are next to where Shell was. We're next to a dead person now. And since you haven't given them any further instructions, they're just going to go for the next closest thing. All 4 are going to make their attacks against the big, hairy guy.
Sounds good.
Gives 4 attack rolls. Each one is plus 3.
18. 16. 18. Whoop. Nat 20.
Wow! Well, here's the good news. All of them are hits.
Yay!
Here's the other good news. You're going to roll a lot of damage right now. So, we're going to separate that crit out and do that on its own. But to start, I need you to roll 10d4.
Oh gosh. Okay. I can do that. Let me just grab my other T4s. Because I'm not going to remember if I have to repeat these. Okay. This is so many. Okay.
Listen to that. Doesn't it feel good to hear it? from the other side. I know it feels good on this end when you get like a whole bunch and just like shake. I always put them right in front of the mic. Shake them all up so you know how many there are.
Six, 7, 10, 13, 17, 21, 24, 25.
Nobody's gonna scoff at a bunch of bugs anymore. 25.
Yeah!
So let's hold 25 because you've still got the crit to do. Another 4d4.
Okay. We gotta remember the 25.
I'll remember it. Don't worry.
Okay. Uh, 8.
8. 44 got 8.
Yeah.
That doubles to 16. So 16 and 25 makes 41.
Oh my gosh.
The big guy is gone. He got killed by a swarm of little beetles. Little
Yeah.
fey beetles.
Let's go!
Yes! Beetles who were not chosen strategically, but because I thought they would look cool here.
They sure do look cool.
Yeah, it's like he got killed by a bunch of like bad kids from middle school. They all had little cigarette lighters. And they're just like all just roasted him a little bit at a time until he died.
So many.
That was cruel.
That's probably the most I've done ever as anything in one.
They're still here. All those beetles are still here.
No.
They might do more. There's only one foe remaining. The other Omni will attack him 3 times. He will hit 3 times. Now this guy is, of course, resistant to non-magical damage. So this slashing damage, which would be 37, gets cut in half to 18. But he does fire damage on top of all that. And this guy's resistant to fire, isn't he? Yep. So that all gets cut in half too. But that was 22. That gets cut in half to 11. So he still does a total of 29 points of damage. Okay. And yes, the person that cast that cloud is dead, so the cloud dissipates. Arvistan has a clear shot on the one remaining foe. What would you like to do?
Attack it.
Do your best.
Alright, I'm going with sharpshooter. As much damage as I can. That's a failure on the first one. God, come on, man. No, not you. Give me you. That's better. That's a 16 plus 4, 20.
That's enough.
Whew. Okay. D8. Where's my
50% of the time, Arvistan hits every time.
D8? Well, hopefully it keeps it like that, at least 50-50.
Unlimited ammo
not a
until you run out.
Not a miss every time.
Right.
D8. Ooh, maximum. 8 plus 4. That'll be 12. That'll be 22 damage.
Which is 11.
11 halved.
All right. Do you
I'll-
want Luna to attack him, or do you want her not to?
Yeah, I
Go for it,
mean,
Luna.
at this point, we gotta go all out. So, Luna is going to attack.
Okay.
That's a 15 plus 6, 21.
That's a hit. Let's see if he gets knocked down. Yes.
Nice. So 2d4 plus 6. Come here, come here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's a 3 and 2. That's 5 and 6. That's 11 in half. I'm guessing that'll be 5.
Yep. You got it.
And that'll be it.
All right. Kriv.
Yes.
One foe left. He's a little guy. Luna just knocked him over. He's laying out on the ground.
You got attack opportunity on him. Not attack advantage, sorry. Not
If you're
opportunity.
using a melee attack, you have advantage. If you're using a ranged attack, you have disadvantage.
Oh. And spells are
If it's a ranged
range.
spell, it'll be a
Yeah.
disadvantage. Or it could be a melee spell. You could touch.
Damn. Okay.
I don't have any of those.
I think it's going to work out. Between you and your friends, I think you might be okay.
I will just toss another scorching ray there. I know it's disadvantage, but I do like no damage with melee. So.
Okay. So you have to roll it one at a time. Do disadvantage on each roll.
So the first one. 18.
18 with disadvantage? Dang.
Nope. Nope.
No?
My brain's doing 12.
Okay.
My brain defaulted to, yeah, you want the bigger one. That's not how that goes. Gosh darn, that one had a nat 20, but it's an unnatural 20 instead.
Okay. That's still good.
Yeah, it's not as good, Dave.
Can't be upset about it.
Nat 18.
18, 20, and 12.
Yeah.
You hit twice.
I'm getting so much better at Scorching Ray. Is this a roll them all at once or tell you for...
Just do them all. You're fine. He's going to take half. They're resistant to fire.
I rolled 2 6s and 2 1s.
All right. So it's 7 then.
I rolled them in pairs too, so it was 2 6s and then 2 1s.
Maybe if you were playing Monopoly, you'd be in trouble right now. Watch out.
We're doing all or nothing right now, Dave. Max or min, that's it.
Do you want to do anything else?
Is anyone still looking hurt at all? Everyone's running around.
A lot of people are kind of hurt, but not in a way that, like, they probably won't die right now. Yeah, Luna might die, but she probably won't.
She looking rough? Or she just
She's at 19 hit points, which is like, that's decent. But there's a chance that could get taken down if something crazy happens.
I like to throw a healing word at her regardless, because why not?
Go for it. Is it the 7?
What?
Yes?
Oh, get another. I haven't rolled it yet. Wait a second. I know I've cast it so many times today, but that doesn't mean I remember how to do it. Plus, 5.
5, okay. She's at more than half. That's good. Shell is next. Shell is... Let's win. Shell's going to run up and attack this guy. We've got advantage because he got knocked over. So the first attack is a hit. We deal 5 damage. It's not looking like it's going to be a kill. Second attack is a straight up miss, even with advantage. Ravi will be next.
All right, so pretty much everybody and their mothers by me right now, including the enemy who is prone, correct?
Yeah, close enough.
All right, I'm going to try to wallop this thing with a mace.
All right. It's been a while since Ravi just hit something.
24.
24 will get him.
All right, and because I'm a cleric of 8th level, I will also do an extra d8 of radiant damage to it with a melee attack.
All right.
So it's 11 total damage, or wait, 13 total damage, and 5 of which is radiant.
Okay, so it takes all of the 5, it takes half of the rest. That's 9 total. Is there anything else from Ravi?
Nope.
All right, Hazarte is next. It's all just a matter of who's going to get that killing blow right now.
I am not doing shatter.
Shatter
No.
everyone.
That would be so much like overkill. Let's do...
For reference, the next person in the initiative order is Gideon. So if you don't stop it right now, he's probably going to be able to do it.
Well, let's do...
Checking all the spells, we're looking for the most ceremonious way to attempt to kill this thing.
Increases.
Looking at a cantrip right now.
2d4 sucks. Alright, we're gonna do poison spray.
Poison spray?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be a little bit of a save. Gonna save on that.
Oh, what a poop.
Which I don't think poison spray does.
Nothing
half.
happens, yeah. Misses entirely. Whiffed.
The other thing I'll mention after doing poison spray, it has total immunity to poison.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
It cast the cloud kill, or the other one did, right on top of itself and didn't die. So
It's true.
they know what they're about. Do you just like graciously step aside and like wave Gideon over?
Sure. You can have it.
You come with 3 attacks, each one with advantage. All 3 will hit, of course.
Well, of course.
And he'll do just a boatload of damage. It's gone. I added 3 die and it was already enough, so we don't need to do any more. The fight for the rest of the village slowly comes to an end. You could see that there is more going on sort of in the distance, but the Omni Warriors have the advantage. They've been more successful in attacking their infiltrators, and then they've been able to help each other, right, team up on the remaining ones and take them out. But looking out over it, it is definitely a field of carnage, where you can see the bodies of a lot of different people. You think at least 20 of the Omni warriors died in this attack. It looks like they've probably taken out almost twice as many of the others. And the ones that are still up and alive, you can see that they have wounds from the attack that they've just suffered, and that they have other older wounds that are scabbed over. You can see that there's dried and crusted blood in some of their fur, and that they look exhausted. But when the battle is finally done, they start taking their dead away from the battlefield and often out of sight. Some of them start piling up the other ones. And then you'll see as they're piling those together that it makes sort of a familiar shape. Because you can take a quick perception check if you'd like.
Yeah.
$22.
20.
14. Yeah.
Oh,
Also 22.
all right. These piles are all around the outside of the village. You can see a lot of them already, at least a dozen. But just the way they're dispersed, you think that there are probably more at other sides of the village. A lot of just like charred up heaps of these monsters. You can see like some of them didn't burn through all the way, and you see like their weird disfigured body parts sticking out from among all the others. But you don't see where they take their own dead. At least not right now. And then you'll see Gideon and the other Omni that he was fighting alongside do like a nice little hug on each other for a four-legged creature that's kind of like putting your head into their necks and sort of like nuzzling on one another. Or they'll do like a cat does and like do the like rub with the side of their face. Just kind of show some affection to one another.
Can I make an investigation check
For what?
on the big guy and see if it has any signs of the little flies or anything, and
Sure.
see if they're possessed by the worms?
Feel free.
That'll be 17.
You think that this creature did not originally look like this, that it has also undergone a transformative process. It seems to be further along than the lizard creatures that you fought earlier. It has extra limbs. It has those extra eyes already in its skull, mandibles protruding from where its mouth is meant to be. And instead of those nice, cute toe beans that you think it probably used to have, it goes out into like spikes, like spiky claws. Just kind of ruptured out from the bottom of its feet. And on its
Okay.
back, a slightly larger pair of butterfly wings.
Guys, we got some wings on this one as well. So this mutation looks like it's been larger than the ones that we dealt with before. I think the judge has been here way before we knew about its presence. So this is going like farther more than what we expected.
Well, then we best hurry up and start looking for maggots and killing them.
We need to know where all these bad guys are coming from and see if there's some type of nest or something.
With how bad it is in this area, we need to find preventative measures.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hard one.
They've clearly been at this a long time.
Yep.
I would start going to one of the smaller ones, and I will cast the spell Locate Creature to see if I locate a bug on it.
You were trying to locate one of those maggots.
Correct.
If you think of locate creature as creating like a little like glowy bit where it is, like if you tag somebody in a video game and they go behind a wall and they just have like an outline kind of, they're all over. You see them in all of these bodies, in all the bodies across that battlefield. Some of them have survived in the burning piles. They just didn't get scorched all the way through. Based on what you've seen with these and with the lizards before, you think that at this stage in their sort of like metamorphosis, that they probably can't extricate themselves anymore. So they're within those bodies and they're not going to be able to leave them now that they're like deceased. But the maggots just kind of like have a slight semblance of life stuck in those spines.
So the ones in the pile, they're still stuck inside of the creature that's partially burned, correct?
Yes.
Is there a check I could make to discern if those bugs could ever come out to infect anyone else?
Insight, maybe. It's a difficult one.
Perfect. That's one of my better ones.
I'm gonna. While he's doing that, I'm gonna stab and kill the maggot that's on the giant one.
27.
Okay. You believe that they can't. And, you know, with a 27, you're able to understand and acknowledge that your belief doesn't necessarily make it a fact, but you see no reason to believe otherwise.
Okay. Well, guys, I think at this point their fusion is complete. We can't remove them, but on the bright side, that means that it's unlikely, I'm not going to say impossible, but unlikely that they will crawl out of these hosts and into other ones. I'm not sure if they can spawn inside of these creatures and then whatever, but
Not gonna lie to you. I think I feel safer. Yes, safer. If we actually kill them all and prevent for anything, because we literally don't know anything about these maggots yet, except that they just take possession and control of whatever host they go into. And if there's a chance of procreation while they're in there, even though if they can't go out but they can make more, that's gonna still be a problem.
I agree with you. And I will point to the piles of smoldering. The problem is, we don't have that kind of time. Like, look at all the creatures here. There are still bugs infesting in those ones. Some of them, the ones that didn't get burned all the way through. We have to go through every single pile in this entire field. We're looking at days worth of work.
So you're telling me that the fire did not kill them all?
No, some of the bodies probably didn't get charred all the way through. The ones that did get charred all the way through, the bugs died. The ones that didn't char that spot on their body, however, are still there.
Oh my god. That is even more scarier.
I think
So-
we need to talk to the people here.
Yeah, and I think to your point, Hazarte, trying to find the origin and hopefully putting a stop to this is our only real option.
Yeah.
And that is what we'll do next time. Talk to some people and maybe get introduced to Gideon's friend here. Can we all play next week? What is it? 27th?
7th.
27.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cut this one because we're really long already. Goodbye, everybody.
Ah!